Man, Mixies, man. Yo, 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 yo. My shit is like okay.
Mic check 1 2 and 2. Make sure I'm clear.
Okay.
Mic check 1 2 and 2.
I hear you good,
I'm
but
clear.
make sure you just like talking in the head of the mic.
Pause. Okay.
In the head. Talk in the head, big nigga.
Yo.
Yo,
Yeah, you hear me?
I hear you good.
You hear me good too.
Y'all
Yo,
hear me?
I hear you. I hear you good, mo. Talk. Can you hear you in your headphones?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear me.
All right.
All right, cool.
Cool.
It's delayed though.
Is the late a little bit
A little delayed.
when you, in
Sorry.
your headphones?
Uh,
Nah, I feel like you slouching, bro.
Yeah, you don't sound delayed in mine.
I don't.
No.
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic
Yeah,
check.
I'm
What
moving.
you gonna do? Mic check
All
one
right,
two
all right.
one two.
Yep, we good. We good.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Hey,
That mic check. What you gonna do?
yeah,
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
yeah.
Tell me, Mo, what you gonna do?
I don't
Hey,
know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
He
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
He
You
don't
don't
know.
know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I
Hey,
don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah,
About
yeah,
to start
yeah.
the show though.
start the
Come
show.
on.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Play Myself show. My
Early.
name is
My
Miles,
name is Mo.
My name is MB.
and that's MB
Hello, hello.
coming at you live.
All right.
Live.
All right.
All right, guys. Welcome to the show. And we got a very special show for you guys today. I don't know
All
if you
right.
guys know, but if you guys tell me what you guys hear as far as audio and this, that, and the third, right now, just getting my nerves going, I would like that. But other than that, so I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to bring it in with like a show I've been watching, right? And the show I've been watching is called Heaven's Gate. It's crazy because like it really talks about like how cults are started and how people get into a cult. And I was like, man, just couldn't be the kid. You know what I mean? Like I just couldn't see myself going through that. But I understand like how at the time where that was happening and Heaven's Gate, if people don't know, is I wouldn't say I haven't researched this, but probably the biggest mass suicide in US history.
Is
So
that where they drink the Kool Aid?
nah, that's Johnstown, so that's Guyana. But like Heaven's Gate is like um it's I would say it's similar to that, but it's not that,
Okay.
right? But it was like it happened on American soil, so like that makes it interesting.
Where'd it happen again?
I want to say it happened in California,
Okay.
so I'm still skeptical on the whole thing. But it was like, so these two people came together, like they had no sexual relationship. Like the guy just had he even happened to be gay, but like they had an understanding that humans derive from aliens,
Yeah.
right? And but
Okay.
they switched the whole vernacular to where it was like, okay, humans derive from aliens, and once we get out of our physical needs as humans, like we can go to another realm, right? And the Bible says that too. So it's like it's interesting, like how they kind of like poised it like that. But you talking about the 1960s, so then like they're putting this in libraries and things like that, and it's like people were catching on, and like it became like probably one of the biggest followings in U.S. history. So it was just dope how it derived, like, and that's how I was looking at it. But then I started to see like like I was like, yo, okay, so like how is it a cult? Like what happened? And then I started to see shit like it was like, yo, human urges. So like, yo, if you feel like the urge to bust a nut or whatever, yo, you gotta in the bathroom, you gotta write down like, yo, I went in for semen release. They made this shit like that. Like the organizers of the group.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then like they show like a study where it was like, all right, if this is a line, right? This is a line. What line is like the most similar to this line? A, B, C, or D? And then like, yo, like they put like four people with you,
Yeah.
and it was like, yo, at the first two examples they gave, everybody was gonna agree on the right thing, and then after everybody was gonna change their mind, and they went to see how strong you was on your will. I was like, yo, this is crazy, and then it got to the point where dude knew he was wrong or right, and he just kept still saying it.
Speaking of wrong, I feel like we started the show off wrong. Be honest with
Go ahead
you.
though.
Happy 420 day. How about
For
that?
happy 420 to the
You know,
weed smokers out there.
yeah. I'm not a weed smoker, but happy 420 day.
All right, go ahead.
Um, yeah. How's everybody doing out there? Like, what's going on? Let's talk about the current news and stuff that's going on today.
So that's how you felt we started the show off wrong, because I feel like unless you have something to start the show off right with, as far as like the current news that's going on today.
We could talk
No, I
about
feel
it.
like
We could
my
talk
point
about
was
what
valid.
happened. No,
But go ahead though.
you got a valid point, but I don't think we should have started like that.
So
I'm
so,
not
so
trying to argue with you.
no, so start it. So start it.
I mean,
Say how you started. How you would start it.
let's talk about what happened in New York City
Go ahead.
in
Let's talk about
the
that.
train station. Yeah,
Yeah,
you heard about that?
I feel like that shit was fake. But go ahead.
How you feel like that shit was fake when people got shot? You can't
Yeah.
fake people getting shot.
All right.
You seen the pictures and all that?
Would you like to
Video?
know how I felt it was fake?
Yes, I would. That's
Okay.
what I asked.
So what happened to the cameras? It was off.
Okay, me yeah, me being a person that used to work in the train station, yes, a lot of those cameras don't work,
Okay.
but people's cameras phones work, and
Okay.
we got a lot of footage from that.
So the footage y'all got. So the
We
cameras. Hold on. So
what
the
you seen on the
cameras.
news, yeah.
No. So if we talking about it, right? The
Yeah.
cameras that the people in New York spend money on tax wise, and that's supposed to be always like, it just happened to be off. Look at the records of those cameras. I'm very diverse in all of this stuff. So
Okay,
look at the
talk
records on
about
the
it. Talk
cameras.
everything.
So when you say like those cameras are off, why? Because if the record shows those are that was the first day they was off.
No, but it's not maintained properly. That
What does the record show though, as far as maintenance on those cameras
on the cameras at that station or in the MTA period.
in that station?
In that station,
Yeah,
I
where the
don't,
accident happened.
I purposely don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
I know. I'm telling you,
Okay,
it shows that
facts.
they were working but not working that day.
Mm,
Is that a coincidence?
could be. He also had a MTA vest on, right? He could know somebody.
It doesn't matter. He
Could
also
have been
turned
retired.
bro. He also turned himself in. No thanks to whoever else was supposed to do the investigation. He also said, "Yo, I'm here." Or nah.
Yeah,
So I mean, it's a non-topic for me because I'm looking at it like,
that was a
hey,
non-topic.
because I feel like it was something like, especially when it comes to big cities like New York, right? Everything is set up to add more law. So
So you think
it's
somebody
not
sent
a
them
it's
out purposely to?
well, it's not like, so it's not a secret that I'm a libertarian, right? And I understand what how laws come, and like the government never takes laws away. It's always an add-on to laws, right? So when something like that happens, it's just to say, okay, we need to add more to this area. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, so we're gonna add more. So whether it be police presence, whether it be we need to update these cameras, whether it be we need to get 24-hour surveillance, you have to justify that cause.
Every action is a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but when it comes to the public, the outrage sometimes it breeds so much reaction, it justifies uh governing officials to say, okay, we need to add $30,000 to this. Now, as an upstater, because I live upstate, when we pay state taxes, we understand already that most of that shit goes to the city, right? And being from the city, anybody can say, okay, most money comes from the city.
Facts.
But
And we pay more city taxes too.
no, you don't. Not like we do. We pay like you don't look at anybody that lives in the city compared to like New York compared to state tax, you guys don't pay the most per capita.
But I pay city, state, and federal.
But you live in Westchester County.
Even when I didn't live in Westchester County, I
No,
still pay the same.
you're right. But
Yes. So I don't pay it. What do you mean?
you don't pay like there's no city, there's no borough that pays the taxes that we pay up here per capita per houses because the houses that people own in the city, I feel like they're so small, it doesn't like make a dent in it. So like so for example, like so you can say there's 20 million people in New York, right? Let's say that. I might be right, but it's 20 million people, right? If 8 million people live just in New York City, right? And that's not at Westchester County. That's not even that's not a lot of shit, right? The the majority of the land is upstate. So upstaters are paying more taxes. Just a fact.
No, I disagree. We talking about like
How do you
you're,
disagree?
because if you look at my house and you look at
You don't live in New
somebody,
York
no,
City.
okay, yeah, no, I don't live in New York.
Okay. So okay.
You're
Yeah.
right. But okay, my house before that, paying more taxes.
No, you haven't.
Yes,
Like,
I
what's the
was.
most you pay in taxes?
Right now or
No,
before?
before.
It was 7,000 a year.
And that's property and school.
Yes.
Okay. That's not like that's okay. That's good for where you were because the amount of people that live in your area probably live in my whole city. So my first year, my house I own, I paid $19,000 in taxes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the median income is not that in my city. So I don't get that same attention. Like my cops don't make as much as your cops make and things like that either. But it's still there and they mask it with that. Are the schools better? In some cases. Now, do I appreciate my police presence in my area? Yeah. Do I understand why the cops can't be everywhere in the city like where they should be? Maybe. But am I really concerned about that shit? No, because I care about me. I'm American. You see what I'm saying? But it's not like New York City where you got like 40,000 cops. You know what I mean? Like, we got like 100 cops in my city.
100?
Yeah, something like that.
That's very low.
Yeah, it's very low, but look where the action's at right now in New York State. It's here.
Very low.
Yeah.
You know they always say that the working person pays the cops salary, right? You heard what you just said, right? 40,000, 100.
Yeah.
Paying more taxes. The city or up here?
What do
Yeah.
you no up here pay like upstaters like so if there are 20 million people in New York, right? The majority of like property tax money, if you exclude businesses in New York, come from the person. How does the government make money?
The people.
Right, off the people.
Yeah.
We all pay taxes, but there are more people here than in New York, and everyone in New York doesn't pay taxes in New York City. Most people in New York City are implants. Like most people in New York City are students. You got like all these immigrants coming through. they're not paying taxes. Homeowners are paying taxes. So like all of that taxes that
Everybody pays tax. Anybody, any working person is paying taxes.
no, that's how it should be.
What do you mean?
No, you pay tax, but not taxes that come like directly to like to influence state government in the influx that they don't get back. So like if you make less than $50,000, right? You pay taxes, but you get that back, right? So
Portion of it.
yeah,
All of it.
right, most of it. But when it comes to like your property taxes, that's a like you get a portion. Same thing, you get a portion of it back, but it's more of a wash.
For you, maybe, but not for the government. The government takes that money, places it in a account, and it grows. So you see how
Mm,
see that happens?
no,
That's possible.
I
Yeah,
get you.
that's
All
it.
right,
That's it.
all right. So how does it grow? If we're gonna do this, if
Interest,
we're gonna make this
interest.
like
We could
this,
do it like that.
all right.
Interest. So if you open up a Capital One account,
Mm-hmm,
um, 360 savings, I think they got like a 3 point something, whatever.
mm-hmm,
Imagine everybody's money going
mm-hmm.
into that. Even that little bit of um, percentage that you're growing,
Yeah.
it's making a lot. Talking about everybody.
Okay. So you're saying the government utilizes those accounts, and I'm gonna tell you that's
I'm not. No, I'm not
okay.
saying that you.
So what I'm gonna tell you is this: the United States currency is fiat now, right? So what fiat means is that it's not based on anything. It used to be based on gold, right? And that's what everybody say Reaganomics and all this. It used to be based on gold. Now they just print it, right? So if I ask you the interest rate on your house, right? I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna tell me
2.5.
2.5, right?
Yes, facts.
What's the interest rate right now?
Buying a new house.
Yeah,
I don't know.
6.25. You see what I'm saying? You know what that is?
That's more than double on my shit.
Triple. So it's like, yo,
Not triple.
so like damn near because
Damn
like
near, but yeah.
if your mortgage is 2 grand, 3 grand,
I wish.
yo, your shit is now $600 more for the 15 years. So you're not buying a house right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all that. So like it kind of equals each other out, but in a negative way when you talk about the common man. I don't believe in taxes, but I paid them. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe like to me, I mean, and we can get off this, but I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
let's govern ourselves. Like to me, like again, I'm a libertarian. I'm gold party. I look at it like that. Again, Larry Sharp for governor. Hey, Larry, we need you on the show. I hope you come here, Albany County. We here.
Wow.
Yeah, Larry Sharp. That's why I'm endorsing. I endorse for governor. Yeah, I know. I endorse Larry all the time. That's my favorite candidate ever.
Okay.
Larry Sharp. Love you, bro.
So
How was your weekend, Mo?
How was your weekend, Mo?
my weekend was good.
Mm.
Like I said before, I had puppies, so I've been
Mm.
taking time with them.
Nice.
They're
Sale?
grown.
Yeah.
They over sale?
They
25,000.
nope. I
Pup.
already got my people. I got
Mm.
my people
Oh,
that I'm
sorry.
25,000 each.
Hold on.
Come on, bro.
Hold on. You say you already got what up, James? You already got your people like white people?
No.
Okay.
Why they gotta be a specific color?
Listen. Maybe I'm racist. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Mo.
No, I already got. They're going to family.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
that
Keeping
way
it family.
they can go and visit. So
Wait. I'm
Nah,
not
that's
gonna let you.
dope. What do you mean?
Fuck
That's
that.
dope.
I'm not letting. I know more better than that. Who in your who like how many puppies did you have, Mo?
or
Who they going to?
my family.
All going to your family?
Not all four.
I'm asking.
So one of the dogs is going to my mom.
Mm,
The other dog's going to my sister if she wants it.
as well
And then
as twice. Go ahead.
my supervisor, who I'm real good friends with, my he used to be my supervisor.
Oh.
Going to him. I have all girl puppies.
Okay. But Mo, you
Um,
couldn't see I was in like the desperate need I'm in for a dog. Nah, I want no dog. I'm fucking with you.
Nah, you don't deserve it.
I had to get Mo. I had to get
Yeah.
Mo on his shit. But go
Yeah,
ahead, Mo.
I got so I've been spending a lot of time with them. And then yesterday me and Brooke went bowling.
Mm,
Nice.
So this is the second time we went bowling,
you hit him for the
and
110.
Nah, yeah, people want to hear the score. I was just about to say that, but I ain't want to
Yeah.
cut you off. I ain't want to cut you
so
off.
I think my first game I got about like 125,
Okay. Nah, that's
and
decent. That's
and
decent.
then
You can bowl a
my
while.
second game I got like 145, I think,
Level up.
and then my
You can't bowl that
my
shit.
third game I got like 185,
Oh shit. Okay.
and
Doing
then
pretty good.
it went down from there. It went to like 170.
Yeah, it's be like,
So I'm starting to like, if you get used to the lanes,
Yeah, yeah.
you start to know where to, where to line up, where to spin the ball at, and so I'm starting to get a feel for it. So now I'm starting to get a little bit more serious about it. So
get it.
I'm thinking about joining a league.
You should. You should. You
Mm,
should.
Think about
I'm with you, Mo.
yeah,
Yeah.
Let's go.
The more you bowl, yeah, the more. Like I
yeah.
bowled like a 240 something the other day.
They go in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Mo, did I ever tell you that embarrassing story of how my cousin got a scholarship to the university, Boston University, but turned it down because it was a bowling scholarship, and he just finished paying his tuition off?
Really?
Yeah, but you wasn't teased all the time. My friends used to tease me like, "Oh, you on a bowling team? You a bowler? That's
I
not a real
really don't think
sport."
that matters.
No,
I'm saying,
it did matter
Oh,
to me at that point. Yeah, it did matter.
Mo, what I said is, did I ever tell you the story of how my cousin got a scholarship to a $45,000 a year scholarship? Oh, maybe $50,000
I
a
don't
year
know.
university, and turned it down because he felt he was getting teased.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to
y-
Boston
I'm
College.
asking Mo.
I didn't. You never told me that, but
Okay.
at the same time, we all make decisions
Right.
as youth, into adulthood,
Mm,
and sometimes we live to regret it, and then there's other times where, you know when you look at it, um, sometimes it leads you into another path.
Yeah,
that's crazy. You say that.
I
'Cause,
agree.
my whole shit is like this, right? So you ever been like, has somebody ever asked you for advice? You hit them with it, and then like you seen what they did, and you was like, "Fuck, you asked me for?" son?" If that's the case,
Is it because they did something completely different?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm not even talking about Ant right there, but even though that is some shit that we talked about, he was like, "Yo, son, I'm gonna take this." he was like,
Yeah,
"Fuck
yeah,
that."
but just because somebody asks you for advice doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna take it all the time too.
Mm,
Sometimes they have to hear other people's opinions
Opinion,
about it, for them to come up with their own conclusion. Like
facts.
for me, um, when I was uh, when I was gonna join the army,
mhm,
um, the guy that was my recruiter,
mhm,
he played basketball with me,
mm,
and so he picked me up one day, and that's how I ended up, getting into the army. But before I got into the army, my dad was saying, "Oh, you should go into the Air Force. You should go into the Air Force."
He was
mhm.
right.
And
He was right.
my thing was, my whole family joined the Air Force,
Right,
so
You different.
I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to go a different route. I wanted Maurice's path.
right, right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I
Get it.
went the army route.
Yeah.
Now, would I have been happier in the Air Force? I want to say yeah.
Okay.
No,
However, I wouldn't have met the people that I met in the army either. So I think that with that, yeah, I went down a different path, but I like my path.
Yeah.
I like the path that I went on.
mhm.
So sometimes as a youth, you decide to go a different route, but you have to count your blessings too.
Yeah. I agree. Um, certain decisions you make, you never know what position you're gonna be in or what's gonna happen in that situation. Like
Mhm,
I went to Boston College. I know somebody that was doing some bad things down there. I could have got caught up in that.
mhm.
Imagine that.
What were the things that they were doing?
No, we're not gonna talk about that. But
I mean, you don't have to say no names,
no, I didn't.
but
But June know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
just like street stuff,
okay,
you know.
okay.
And I could have been caught up in that because we would have probably been in college around the same time,
yeah.
and he'd been looking up to me, and like,
That's the funny shit about Ant. It's like Ant always take everything that's going on around him. If he know you, like yo, that's you fam. Like on some like anybody, that's him. It's like I'm against that a lot of times, but if you with Ant, he's like nah. it's always gonna go down the way I needed to go down.
Can't see it happen like that.
Yeah, he can't. I can't see it happening like that.
Can't know you and see you getting
Yeah,
jumped.
yeah,
And
yeah.
just sitting
He
there.
always
Oh
been like that.
damn,
Yeah,
he got
See,
jumped or recording it
yeah,
or
bro.
yeah.
yeah. I
So
gotta go into it. Like no matter
I'm
what.
leaving my friend.
See,
Type
see,
shit.
I'm
Not like on some
Fuck
I'm
real-
a
up.
whole different person when it comes to that.
Yeah,
Because
same.
if you're an adult
Mm-hmm.
and you go and do something, now granted, I might tell you, hey, that's a bad decision. I'm not gonna stop you from doing what you're gonna do. You know, if I stop the amount of people that I talk to and the amount of people that I have an influence, on, if I went and stopped them from doing the mistake that they made,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm enabling them as well.
Agreed.
You have to allow people to make mistakes in order for them to grow. So I won't I won't stop somebody from doing what they're doing, but then
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna turn around and say, "Damn, man, I'm shit, man, I'm in trouble, or I'm doing this, or I'm," and I'll be like, "Oh, well, did you listen to my advice?
Yeah.
No, okay. Well, listen,
Right.
you're gonna have to do this, this, and this to get out of it, you know."
Mm-hmm.
But then later on, when they try to make that same decision again, then they might think twice about it.
Yeah.
I had a friend. I'm not going to say his name, but I had a friend who, um, he sold drugs, and so I constantly told him, "Hey, think about your family, think about this, think about that," and he goes, "Well, I got to do what I got to do to feed my family." And that was like one of the realest things that he said. So I said, "Listen, I don't knock you for doing what you got to do, but at some point, you're gonna want to see your kids grow up, and that's gonna be too big of a risk for you to take."
Mm-hmm.
And that's what ended up happening was
Mm-hmm.
he got into some shit, and somebody said, "Hey, listen, we got to go down the block. I need your help." And he's like, "I got to put my daughter to bed."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, in that point, that I think that's when it clicked. And
Mm-hmm.
had I enabled him and said, "No, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that," then he would have needed me to stop him. But he made that decision on his own based off of the decisions that he made earlier in life.
Yeah. But he told you he did that because he had to feed his family, right?
Yeah.
Is that the only occupation or job you could do to feed your family?
If you're a felon,
Yeah, that's a fact.
No,
Sometimes
it's not.
a lot of
if you're a
times.
felon, bro, it's hard to get a job.
Yeah,
It's
right.
hard
It's
to
a
get a
lot.
job, so I
Are
mean,
you a
it's other
felon?
things you could do.
Are you a felon?
Not yet.
All right. So,
So
I'm
like,
working on
no,
that.
So
what
the
An's saying is like resiliency wise.
Yeah.
the thing is, right, is I get what you're saying. You can find a job
Or start
and
your own
whatnot.
business, do something
Right,
like that.
right. But the thing
It ain't
is
that
that
easy, bro.
It's not.
like
The life ain't
he
easy.
didn't have a high school diploma.
Okay.
His wife didn't have a high school diploma,
Okay.
and he was trying to do what he could at the time. Now I understood it, but I kept telling him, "Listen, start your own business. Start you like to do like the construction or things like that. So why don't you start doing something like that?"
A lot of fellas
You
do
know,
construction, take care of their family.
right?
See?
And so, but it took him a while to understand it. It took him to grow a little bit. It took him to go to jail for
Mhm.
him to understand, I don't want to be back in this place.
Mhm.
Now, if I would have enabled him and I said, "Oh, don't do this," and I'm like trying to drag him out of that,
Mhm.
then he would have never learned anything,
Okay.
you know?
I get
And
that.
that's just my opinion on it. And I mean, granted, like you so I sat up with him trying to help him fill out applications
That's dope.
and
That's a good friend.
trying to find certain places, and they were like, "Does he have his high school diploma? Does he have his GED? We're not going to take him. Does he have this? Does he have that? We're not going to take him. Is he a felon? Yes, he is. Okay, we can't take him." And so, even though jobs won't tell you that right off the bat because they're not supposed to, they're just going to say, "Hey, we found another candidate."
Mm.
You know the funny thing
That's real
I
shit.
just I
Though.
just thought about.
Yeah.
So when you go for these jobs, right? You show them your high school diploma,
Mhm.
college degree.
Yeah.
Are they calling to check for that? Or they calling to check if you have a background?
That's a whole fact.
Nah, seriously. So
No,
you could
no,
make
it
your
is-
whole
no.
shit up. No, on some real shit. But they could check your background. They're gonna do a background check. They're not checking your fucking college shit. They're not doing that.
Yeah, but what they are doing is they're having you make a copy of their high school diploma.
Oh, how easy to fucking do that online.
Yeah, word.
Seriously, I've been thinking about that for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Seriously,
I'm in distract.
it's
I'm in.
very easy to do that
I'm in
online.
distract us. Yeah, go ahead though. Nah,
It's very easy to do. Make that shit up online.
what Ed
I'm
saying
not
is
saying to
dead
do that. I'm
ass.
not saying to
It's
do that because that's illegal.
even
You
with
know
a
what I mean?
reference though. No, that's a real fact though.
All that
Like
shit
even with
is
a
all that
reference.
shit is fake until you pull up the record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
so
I've seen people get fired because they don't have their high school diploma.
nah, but dig this. So dig this. That's
What's that? That's
them not having a high school diploma is really no way to check that. Right? Like if I show you something, there's no way that my high school diploma is in Massachusetts. You know how many times I had to show people before I graduated? Like, well, even like when I graduated college, it wasn't a thing. But like, how many times when I went to work for New York, they couldn't pull it up.
no.
So like, honestly, I could make high school diplomas with Massachusetts, and like you would have to do an extra level of investigation.
How do they find out that you don't have a college diploma?
No, they
No.
they
Just,
don't.
just
No,
answer,
bro.
just
Wait,
answer that.
no.
How do they find out that you don't have a college diploma?
A college degree, right?
Yeah. How do they find out?
They don't unless somebody in the gig is really looking.
Yeah,
So
investigate.
yeah, it's an investigation.
Right.
So it's like this.
So the same way that somebody investigates that is the same way that somebody investigated for high school diplomas.
True.
I've
but-
seen it happen. It's
True,
not like,
but
it's
that's not
it's-
happening.
No, I'm
It's not
telling you
happening.
that.
Okay.
That is what I've seen it happen.
I'll give you guys a real story. So in the army, right, is a sergeant major. He said he was a ranger, right? We're not gonna say any names. So he said he was a ranger,
Right.
right? This motherfucker got
It's different.
balls. He went to a ranger graduation. He wasn't a ranger. Somebody else asked him like, "Yo, what class you was in?" And then like when he couldn't talk heavy, that's when the investigation happened. But like it's just like a better example, right? You can't pop hot. Okay, I got you. But you can't pop hot in the military for steroids if you
Not being investigated.
yeah, exactly. Somebody gotta say that.
Yeah. So somebody had to point that out that he wasn't. But, I
Exactly.
mean, military. I don't think that's the same because actually it is because if they don't update it in your op-perms, right?
It's more than that.
iPerm shit is like the song Mason had the shit fake in his iPerm because he gave it.
Mm.
Because you give the motherfuckers your iPerm.
Yeah, you give them the stuff and they
Yeah.
update it. Yeah,
And they put it in there.
you're right.
You gotta get knocked. You gotta get knocked. So when he got knocked, it wasn't on those shit where like anything but him being like actually fucked up. You know what I mean? Like he was fucked up and he got hemmed up.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
it's like, yo, he ain't had like, yo, bro, like he one of the best dudes I ever met. And it's like, yo, he wasn't like that's not who that man is. But like a lot of motherfuckers look up to him, myself included. But I wasn't grading on that shit. Like I don't ever look at it like that. But like when it comes to stolen valor, it's like, yo, that's what he did.
Yo,
Yeah.
I think that, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
Nah, you good?
But I think that when it comes to entry level jobs, they should also have a program where they offer you to get your GED or your
Opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
I agree.
something
I
like
agree too.
something like McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever, Stewart's, where they allow you to work, but also they have a program where they pay you to go and get your GED.
Yeah, they have programs like that. But I thought you was talking about like those like good jobs and careers.
He
Like,
said
give
good
you-
jobs. Yeah, that's
Nah,
fucked up.
I'm sorry.
And ain't shit. Nah.
I mean, come on.
You can have a career in
Yo, bro, Stewards is a good job. This is a privately like when people look at these companies, bro. Like, think about like and have empathy this way, right? Like, if you could work at Stewards, bro, like they are a privately traded company.
Yeah.
It's not publicly. So you could work at Stewards and damn near own a store from being a cashier, just like McDonald's. It takes a lot of money to get to those certain areas. And I feel like when you talk about financial literacy, it's like that's kind of like what everyone wants to do. But it's like, yo, how do you put somebody on the books? How do you do that to give them health care and all that? Like that shit is expensive. The nut
Yeah.
that the company gotta pay, like, so you're in a union, right?
Yeah.
All right. So when you guys get like a raise or whatever, when you look at the big number, that shit is a big number,
Yeah.
right? But like, and say if y'all even as a whole force see half the number, it's still substantial to whatever you're dealing with. But where does the other half go to? Right? That's bosses and all this other stuff. That's all like money that's stepped on that people don't really understand or appreciate. It's just like anything like that's what I'm saying. When you talk about government, it's like Jimmy Hoffa. It's like all of that other shit.
You went back to it because the union I'm in, they've been out of contract for over 4 years.
Okay.
So the money that should have been given to us,
Right.
gaining interest right now. Just it goes back to
Exactly.
what I was saying.
You gonna get it.
Yeah, we gonna get it, but they gonna get a portion of it too.
And who's they?
The government or
Yeah, the government's always
agency.
gonna get theirs. But it's more about like the union bosses. Like when it comes to a union, it's a kickback. Right? Like the union is like a government, right? Like how does what does the government make, bro?
I mean, as far as
As far as anything.
money wise,
No,
or
as far as anything. What is the government what does the government produce?
shit, a lot, everything, pretty much.
No.
Not everything, but a lot.
Tell me a thing, please. I'm waiting.
But programs,
Yo, bro,
they don't.
it's nothing.
What do you mean it's nothing?
All right, so you say programs, right? I'm gonna hit you with this shit.
Government
You started
program,
this as government,
Yeah.
as program shit, right? Like, look, so like for example, right? What government program do you ever know? And this is a question for the room for everyone. What government program do you know to ever be successful?
What do you mean ever be successful?
Ever be successful. So, all right, so I did my senior thesis on LBJ, right?
Okay.
Lyndon B. Johnson. I don't know if you guys familiar with him. The
Everybody
most
thinks so,
intimidating
though.
president we ever had in the United States, right? Racist at first, but damn near looked like he used like the black savior, right? He made like before him, no school lunch, all these programs that y'all see, he started that, and then everybody else just copied it. So again, the question to the room is, and to the chat is, what government program do you know to ever be successful?
Successful for who though?
Minus the military, huh?
Successful for who?
Successful for the people.
Medicaid.
Okay.
Don't leave. What is it?
What you mean? It's a whole bunch of shit.
So Ancestors Medicaid, go ahead. And
What was
I'll
it?
pay through that.
No, leaving a kid behind.
And that okay, Mo says that. So let me put through both of these, right? So and
EBT.
I'm not.
We go EBT.
Wait, hold on.
Crazy with this.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
So
go
you're
ahead.
telling me that neither of those things are successful? Then why the hell are they still around? Why are they still around if it's not successful?
For
Okay.
the people, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Why is it not successful?
For the government, maybe not, but for the people, definitely.
I'm just waiting till I can talk. So the reason they're not successful, Mo, is because all right. So Mo, what did you say? We go with you
Never
first, 'cause
leave a
kid left behind, right?
Yeah.
The reason that's not successful is because what does that do, right? If you buy your house, if you're a homeowner, right, and you buy your house based on education in the neighborhood or in this, that, towards the neighborhood, and like how do you gauge your full value of what the kids are learning? So now it what No Child Left Behind did, because it's no longer in service, what it did was now you're graduating dumb kids with my kid. So I believe personally, parents' job is to teach kids, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to so now we putting pressure on teachers. So now the teachers are becoming who?
The parent.
Parents, right? So if the teacher is worried about his or her job, are they teaching or are they trying to pass the test?
They're doing both.
Yeah, both.
All right, so let's say they're doing both, right?
Definitely doing both.
Oh,
All right, so let's say they're doing both, right?
But we did say they were doing
Okay, you're doing both. All right, so where does creativity come in that? And then who's really being left behind? Because if you trying to motivate kids to just go to be get along, gang,
Yeah.
who's learning? Like my kid could be right there with him. That kid need to be left back. So now we stopping it. So I can have a better graduation rate or I can have a better pass rate, and that's what we doing.
Yo, so
If I'm a parent,
all right, so
fuck
listen,
out of here.
so listen, that shit was back when I was going to school.
Yeah.
Now
It's just like
Now,
hold
no,
on.
no,
It's just like
hold on.
the
No, no,
president
no, no,
PT
no, no,
test.
no,
Cut him off,
just listen,
cut him
just
off.
listen.
Fuck
Cut-
Mo.
So,
on that.
so
Let him talk.
fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit.
Chill.
Nah,
let him
fuck
talk.
Mo on that
Nah,
shit.
so
Mo don't know
I
what you're
didn't.
talking about.
So
No,
yeah,
you-
yeah, I do.
You want to be right about everything.
How you gonna say I don't?
Listen,
How you gonna say
you
that
guys
I
have
don't know what I'm
opinion.
talking
My
about?
beef is with
So-
Mo.
so
No,
we
how
gonna-
you gonna
we
say
gonna
that I
cut
don't
it
know what
Yeah,
I'm
my beef
talking
is with
about?
Mo on that shit. Go
Yeah,
ahead though.
but what's your beef?
All right, so my beef is that.
What's
Go-
your beef?
Make your point, Mo.
So my point is that
Okay.
I was going to school
Mm-hmm.
and
You was left
I
behind.
I kept failing ninth grade. Nobody knew why until they gave me a test. Found out that I had auditory processing, and I just
Mm.
had to be in a slower class. I had
Real
to be in a
story.
smaller class because I didn't learn the same way that other people did.
Same.
So with that, how if you went through this? I don't know if you went through the same shit.
Almost. I moved to
Okay,
Massachusetts.
Okay, so you moved to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Slow
So
pace.
Slow pace,
with that said, had that program not been around, I may have been discouraged and just dropped out of school.
And you should have.
Why?
Nah, I disagree.
Why?
Yo,
why
bro.
Why should I have?
Why the fuck are we?
Because let me tell you this
I
shit.
don't know what the hell you talking about, bro.
I know what the
No,
fuck I'm
no,
talking
you
about. Let me
don't.
tell you
don't
this
know what
shit.
you're talking about.
Yo, bro.
You're not making any sense.
I stopped learning in school in 8th grade. Whole
Okay?
facts.
And then you went to college. How the hell did that happen?
Because I saw what you're seeing now. It's like, yo, it was too
just
easy.
Clicked? It just clicked for you?
No, bro.
You're just levitating over everybody?
No.
Then
The
what
reason-
are you what
all
are you doing?
All right, asshole. The reason I didn't want to fucking go to, like, the reason I went to school in the first place is because, like, my mom was single. So I was like, I'm trying to make it easy for
You
her.
just went to school because your mom was single?
Dude, I knew it was bullshit.
Okay.
I 100% knew it was bullshit.
All right.
1000%. I knew college was bullshit. I knew everything.
You knew that college was bullshit, but you went anyway.
Because I went for free.
Because you're not making.
went for free,
oh,
bro.
So you went for free, so you
Yeah.
just took advantage of it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because I serve this country. I'm the 1%er.
Okay.
Right? Okay, dig that. Right? So I'm the 1%er. So when I look at it like with the asshole shit that you're saying,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yo, bro, anybody could do anything. Like when it comes to being in an HBCU, it's a little different.
Okay.
Right? Like, so Ant went to an HBCU. Them professors is not hearing the shit that I was hearing in my college. Like, I went to a predominantly white college.
Okay.
So I could give an excuse like, oh, shit, it's Martin Luther King Day. I couldn't get my shit in. Ant couldn't say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he went to a HBCU. Like, I firmly believe, like, and a lot of people won't agree with this shit. And it's not like, I'm not gonna say like I don't
A lot of
believe
people
in.
don't agree with a lot of shit you say.
Yeah,
but
of
go ahead.
course. I don't not that I don't believe in integration. I believe that when it comes to school, I believe in segregation.
What?
That's a fucking hard.
you-
That's a hard
what do you-
topic.
what do
You
you
bugging, you
mean?
bugging. Nah, no, we gonna
What do you-
stop.
what do you
No,
mean?
no, let's
no,
do
no,
this.
no,
No,
Let's no, hold on. Time
let's
out.
do this. No,
Time
let me.
out, time out,
go
time
ahead.
out.
What do you
Go
mean
ahead.
you believe in
Let's-
segregation?
I
let's
believe in
do this, let's do
segregation.
this.
How?
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's crazy. But let's stop this, right?
Let's get it.
Let's go to the comments. Go all the way to the top of the comments.
The
and-
comments is bullshit. No, listen.
Nah.
Let me say it like this. If you got a question for the comments, you.
No, I don't
put-
got a question for the comments.
No,
I want to
no.
read through the comments and see if they have any unanswered
No,
questions.
some input. No, some input, but we can't wait for the comments to talk. So I'm gonna
No.
tell people in the comments if you have something to say, make sure you put an asterisk.
I'm looking at comments like, yeah.
Okay.
that's
No,
what I'm saying.
but this person they saying like hi and all that
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that. Yeah, so I got it. So I'm putting the pertinent comments
Talk
in.
about the segregation. What
Yeah.
The hell, what
So,
the hell are
yeah.
you talking
Yeah, I
about?
So I wouldn't stop for that. So I believe that at the collegiate level, I would say even at the elementary level, that when it comes to black kids at least, like black teachers know how to do that. I strongly believe that. So I believe that is a lot of shit that black kids get away with. Myself I'm the perfect example of that shit. Right?
Okay.
I believe that like, yo, bro, fuck that. I'm put you on the spot.
Yeah.
When you had to like when you had a professor that died, you
Yeah.
had another professor tell you had to give a speech. It wasn't an option. You see what I'm saying? That's
Why,
HBCU.
why do they have to be segregated?
No, because I believe that A white professor couldn't have told him that when he was a kid. I think. It's my point. This is me, my stance. So when I see black kids, when I see like especially black males, and this is my challenge to black males, man. Like, yo, everybody can't be a teacher, even a gym teacher. Did you know that? Like, did you know that out of teachers in the United States, less than 3% of black males, less than 2% of teachers are black males?
I ain't know that, but shout out to Ryan. Though.
Right. So he's a teacher.
Yeah.
So I know two teachers. I know my man Terry Bentley and Ryan, right? But at the end of the day, them being teachers, that's special. Yo, they don't get paid more for that because they black.
You're not telling me shit, bro.
No, but what I'm telling you is like,
Shit.
no,
You're just going on,
shut the fuck up.
on a rabbit
So-
hole, and you don't make no sense.
Yeah,
So-
he's
no,
gonna
no,
go back
shit,
to
where the
second.
hell
No,
are you
right. So,
going?
no, but I'm giving you this point. This point is that like,
Come
yo,
to the point. Shit.
all right. So my point is this, Mo Reese, is that when it comes to like, let's talk about the collegiate level. I think that our energy as black men, again, I learned a lot from my professors. Our energy as black men can only be challenged at the higher level by the higher level. That's how I feel. Now, if you feel different, you talk heavier on that. But I feel like, yeah,
Myles,
I could
don't-
get you the
don't know
degree.
what-
I
don't
get
know
you
what
a
you're
diploma.
saying. I don't know what you're saying.
What are you saying, Mo?
I'm saying I'm trying to figure out why they need to be segregated.
I
That was
bel-
your
I
comment.
disagree
Yeah,
with
no.
that. I
You're,
disagree
and
with
you're
that.
not.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not.
Disagree.
You don't
I-
have an answer.
I'm just saying that, and it was a
Please.
moot point.
Yeah,
I
please
just
say
know
it.
that, like, when I'm talking about elevation, bro. So it's like, yo, now when it comes to emotions and
Mhm.
things like that,
Got you.
yo, different people feel different emotions for different people, so that could happen. And like, I've been in classes
Mhm.
where like I had an Oriental teacher one time, my biology teacher.
Right.
I knew her buttons, bro, and it wasn't the same like Miss Adrian, like my one of my best teachers, right?
Black,
And
white.
she's black
Okay.
at the junior high school level, right? So when I got to high school, I was just playing everybody. Like I said, I didn't learn nothing worth everything I love. If I didn't, everything I learned was self taught after 8th grade, whole facts, and I was just playing the game. I tell anybody that shit.
So if you could do it again, would you?
If I could do it again,
Or was it a waste of time?
yo, it's so wild that you say that because I'm thinking about like, yo, do I even want my kid to go through that? Because like, yo, so
That's
yesterday,
exactly why I asked you too.
yeah, because yesterday Max had a snow day, right?
Mhm.
And it was like, yo,
It snowed yesterday.
he had a late, no, it snowed here, so he had like a late check in, right? And it was like 10. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep him. I'm gonna show him like shit. I can show him,
On the ropes,
yeah, show him the ropes. But it became like,
literally.
yo, when I sent him to school regularly, it's 8:30. Come home at 5. His bedtime is 7:30.
That's a long time. Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he don't got no.
And his 5, yeah. So like his people time is not like that. So it's like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm gonna hit him with the whole day with data. But then it's like, yo, when I talk to him in his eyes,
Yeah.
I always try to say the realest shit. And I'm like, yo, this is how the next 19 years of your life gonna be like 25 if you a doctor. And I'm laughing, but I'm serious. And he like, I don't want to do this shit.
He said it. I ain't
Yeah, he said that.
I don't want to do the shit.
I don't know. No, he said I don't want to go to school, right? And
They
it's
always
like,
say that. They always say that at that age.
no, I know, but then it's real because like, yo, bro, like his school, it's just 1,800 a month right now. Like the first 4 years, you already know that shit hard. So it's like, yo,
First month is hard for me, but okay.
yeah. So he's saying that, and I'm saying,
Rather buy a house.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Okay.
but I'm saying,
You talking heavy right now.
yo, James saying, let's try to understand Myles. Fuck you, James, but nah, not fuck you, but I get it. So
Nah, he said
what I'm saying is like,
he said what he meant.
yo,
Fucked up.
when you try to conceptualize like the school system and like what we do as parents to like James, what county do you live in, James? Right? And if I ask James what county he lives in, he's gonna tell me like ways he gets around the school program. So you could look at like I'm not gonna say that I have a crooked police force because they always around where I need them. Cause like look where I live, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to how it is in the hood, like shit, I was like, yo, this shit fucked up. When I was drove Uber, I was like, yo, this shit's fucked up. But then like so back to what Mo was saying, because I very see how Mo's getting as far as like what I said about segregation.
Pissed off.
I look at it like this.
Pissed off, Mo.
So Mo, I don't know what you know about Black history, but it's like, yo, like what the the sentence that I'm spewing is like Booker T. Washington and stuff, right? It's like, yo, I don't believe that uh No Child Left Behind benefits black kids as far as when it comes to like what we need to be in as young men, as far as like and women, as far as like STEM, as far as like what culture, like what we get into. So I also feel like when it comes to our prominent, whether it's athletes or intellects going to schools that are not HBCUs, I feel like that's a detriment because I feel like the only place the black mind is really challenged is at a HBCU. Unless you're like top tier. Honestly, I feel like at a HBCU, everybody's challenged.
Yeah. I mean,
You went to a
trying to,
HBCU,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
trying
bro.
to understand, but like as far as the situation he was in and probably you were in, you were saying that being in the same class and graduating the same time is pulling somebody else down. Did you say
Yeah,
that?
I'm saying no. Mo was saying No Child Left Behind, and that's more
Yeah.
towards elementary school.
Okay, but yeah, but those I'm sure those classes had like a special ed class we're talking
Yeah,
about.
Nah,
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
but nah, I think I heard you say it's like pulling somebody down, like
yeah,
because they graduate at the same time.
yeah.
It's
My kid.
different though. Yeah, but it's different because they're not in the same class, right? It's some of those times they're not in the
No,
same class.
bro. No, no.
I don't know.
See,
I didn't
yeah,
go to.
yeah. So
I
you
went to
went to
public.
private school.
Yeah, I mean
So
private
yeah. So this
and
how it
Catholic
is.
school. So I don't know how that works.
Everybody, like yo, your class is the class is the year, bro. That's
Yeah,
it.
the year class was it's certain people in it. Like you have a special ed class, right?
Nah,
They all
bro.
together in
Everybody
special ed.
graduates together, bro. Like as far
No,
as
you
I'm
can
concerned,
graduate together, but you're not in the same class together.
when it comes to the class, it's the class of 2022.
I'm not saying that
They're
though.
not. He's not saying
Yeah,
that.
No,
you need
so we just
you need to fix your camera. Let Mo talk real quick.
yeah.
So what I'm saying is this: I sat in a ninth grade biology class
Hmm.
for like 2 years,
Biology is hard
almost
too.
3 years,
Yeah.
because I wasn't getting it. And it's not because I didn't take the homework home and I didn't, I studied the shit for, I studied it for 3 years,
Yeah.
still didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And it was the way that it was being taught in the class. Now, once I got into a smaller class where they could do a little bit more one on one with me, bro, I was fine.
Yeah.
And once they figured out how I learned, because with auditory processing, like I have to repeat things back. And if there's stuff going on in the background,
You get
I
distracted.
get distracted.
Okay.
It's almost like the same thing as having dyslexia, only when people are talking. So, so that's that's what I was. I'm sorry. What do you say?
Yeah. So you distracted,
What
man.
you
You
say?
just come on, man.
Never
Let's-
be the same thing as having dyslexia. 'Cause
What do you mean? Have you ever had auditory processing?
I do. I have all
All
that.
right, all right. So you have all of that. So I'm telling you that when I'm listening to other people talk in the background, then everything gets jumbled up.
Same.
This is a it's not something that's made up. It's not like it's a thing that doesn't exist. I deal
Mm-hmm.
with it every day. And one of the things that I did do is I turned my biggest weakness
Mm-hmm.
into my biggest success,
So,
because I worked for a call center.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually the last place somebody would want to work if they have auditory processing,
Mm-hmm.
because they have all those sounds behind around them,
oh, we got to clear this up. You said a call center. Like when you said call center, I'm thinking
like a
like
call.
a prostitute service type call center.
No, no, like a
Sounds
call
like-
center, like
I'm fucking with
oh,
you.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
so that's usually the last place that somebody with that condition
Okay.
wants to work.
So you
But I learned how to be successful in an area like that. Now, granted, sometimes I have to ask them to repeat themselves multiple times, and they get upset.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to.
Mm-hmm. Go
I
ahead, go ahead. I'm trying to put the shit on the thing. Go ahead. My fault, man. I'm distracted. I get
Yeah, he
you.
just
but
said it.
but
You just say that fucks him up. Sorry, sorry,
He's
sorry.
fucking with you. He's fucking with
No, I'm not
you. Yeah.
fucking with him. Go ahead.
he had to do that shit now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he did
me.
the
He
wrong
had
time.
he
You
had
could have did when I was talking.
he had to
Nah.
do
Yeah,
that shit
when I
now.
was talking, it would have been
That's
fine.
some
I was
weird
like,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. It's okay.
I
Just
would have
talk,
shot the TV or
motherfucker.
something like
You're
that.
an
Yeah,
asshole.
yeah. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, you are.
Facts.
So, but I took that and I made that my biggest success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about turn the volume down?
I can't. That's my problem. Go ahead. Fuck it.
Nah, you got more than
I'm about to turn the whole TV off. Hold on.
turn it off. Turn it off. We don't need
He,
it. He
you know what?
OD with it.
Did I not say to not fuck with anything during the show? I
Yes,
said
you
this.
just said
I
that.
said this. I said
Yeah.
this before the show. No,
can't
no,
help
no.
it.
I said it. No, no, no. I said it. I said this.
He's
I said
retarded.
this
He got a
before.
disability.
I
He's
said this
retarded.
before the show.
Yo, bro, but what
And
about my
then- and so-
disability? Nobody cares about that.
You retarded.
It's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
about
I understand.
Miles.
Yeah.
Why is it always about you?
Why isn't it?
Why?
That's
Why
what he
is
thinking.
it? Listen,
why
I'm
is it?
the
Listen, why-
creator.
but it's always,
Creator and
it's always
masturbator,
about
go ahead.
you.
Yeah, yeah,
Creator
exactly.
and
Yo,
masturbator.
that's how I'm always
He's
gonna
like,
feel.
fuck everybody else.
Nah, it ain't about fuck
it's
everybody
all-
else.
it's
It's
all
like
about
that's how I
What are
feel.
the comments
It's a
saying?
Miles
though? I know
show.
what the comments saying. Something. We gotta start reading.
All right, so let's read the comments.
All right.
Friend said, her friend says, okay, Claude says, eventually it's necessary when we all want to produce idiots, right? And I don't know where that came from,
Yeah.
but like, let's look at it though, right?
Said we all.
And then so Brooke
I don't
says,
want to.
the class is different from the graduating class. And I don't believe that's true, Brooke. But again, that's your opinion. But then French goes, let's be realistic. Everyone is judgment based on perspective. I agree with him. Okay. And then he goes, the measurement system is what everyone respects. And I also agree with him. And it sounds like you guys don't agree with him, but you do agree with him because that's what it is. It's like, yo, if you want to be measured on the system and you're okay with that for you and or your kids, then fine. But if I'm on a point where, like, even the point I'm at in my life right now, it's like, yo, my whole deal is like, and Mo, like, I love you, and you don't have any kids yet. But like my whole thing is
That
like,
he knows about.
and like the friendly competition
Yeah.
that like Aunt and I are cousins, like the friendly competition that we have is like, yo, I don't want his kids to like go through like this like a work system or some shit like that. Cause I feel like me personally, and like his kids can do whatever they want because they're gonna go to college, they're gonna do whatever they want, right? But just for the experience. But like my goal is to have something where we all can just build off of, where it's not like that because I understand like what comes with that, right? Like, yo, bro,
Challenges.
challenges, bro. Like, you only get one life. So it's like, yo, like, so now I'm doing 20 years in school. I'm doing 20 years at the gig to do what?
Do what you did.
Exactly. And like, that's what I'm saying. So like, yo, I'm ready to die now, or what am I doing?
So what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want for your kid?
For my kid,
For your
I want
kid,
him to I want him to fall on something, be able to fuck it up, try again, fuck it up, try again, and like so. I'm gonna ask the better question, and I'm not saying that Mo asked the fucked up question with that. It's like this: would you give your
That's
kid?
exactly
No,
what
no,
it
no,
is.
no. My fault, my
Facts,
fault, my
facts,
fault, Mo.
definitely,
My fault. So,
Now answer the question first.
would
and
you
then
give
go-
what do I want for my kid?
Answer this question. Yeah.
The best. I want for my
It's
kid.
like what?
I want.
You want your kid not to go to school, not to
I want
not
your
to
kid.
have a good job, not to.
Yeah. Fuck a job.
Okay, so you got to set that up for him.
Yeah, exactly. So like
Generational
that's yeah, generational. That's what I plan for.
How do you set that up for him?
Is you build something in the foreground. So like, for example, like this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a plant. This is a
The
seed.
plan. Yes, to see like how much
I see what
how
you're
much
saying.
video am I learning? How much like if my son wants to like if I want to shoot real estate tomorrow, you don't think I could? I could because I got the equipment to do it. But it's like, do I want to do that? Nah. Do I get offers? Yeah. If I want to, like, if I put a ad in Craigslist tomorrow, I'm like, yo, I can shoot your wedding for 500. You don't think I can get that 500? Because motherfuckers is
Yeah.
charging 3,000.
Definitely.
Yeah,
If
and
it,
my
if
pictures
your
be
if your kid wanted to go to college for something completely different than what you
Yeah, I would,
have set up for him, right?
that was one of my
So
next
so let's say that you have this studio and you're like, oh well, you can do a show or you can do something like that.
hmm
And he says, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Now, with that said, if he wants to do something else and he wants to go to college,
yeah,
are you going to pay for college for him?
it's gonna be a conversation.
No,
I
no.
feel like
I
Nah,
mean, but
you
what
know that's
are
the
you?
wrong.
no, so
That's the wrong
it's
answer.
yo no
Let me cut you.
listen.
I'm gonna
That's
cut
a
you off real
yes
quick.
or
I'm gonna
no.
cut.
All right.
That's
I'll
the wrong
tell you
answer
this.
because his college is already gonna be paid for.
Yes, yeah,
So yeah, I
exactly.
already know
Yeah,
that
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So like, it's more of a and this is a question I was gonna base to make it more even.
for free.
It's like this. Um, if your kid, if you had to 200 grand to pay for college, right? Say it's like 300. Let's say 300. That's a better number for college, right? That's like if you go to a top notch university, 50 grand, and like the 100 grand you gonna have to be sending, right? What would you if your son asked you for that commitment, because that's like a parent commitment. If you didn't have like a GI Bill or whatever, it's a parental commitment, right? Or if they was like, yo, let me fail with 100 racks. I already know you got that, daddy, in a tuck for me. That's what I'm saying. What you doing? Because like that's some real shit. Like yo, the 300 grand is free. Like for me, exactly. Like for example, it's free because like I did what I had to do. My son can go to college for free. But if he was like, yo, let me get 100. I got this business I want to start. Like, how confident would I be in that? And that's what I want to get.
Yeah,
So where it's like I'm not making him thinking about the job. I'm not making him think about the job. Like my parents never did that with me. Like I never thought about like work. And it's like I put myself in that because I want to be responsible. So I think that's where it's different. Like I put myself where I wanted, but my parents never ever like made me subscribe to this ideal.
yeah.
And
But
I
I don't
think
think
this
you
is
answered most questions.
which is what then? Like what would I do for my son?
Yeah.
I would I would have a conversation with him because again,
What's the
No, so
conversation?
basically he's saying,
hmm
so you planted the seed,
hmm
it grew, it's
yeah,
popping,
yeah,
getting all his money,
hmm
whatever.
yeah. No,
He
I'm
don't
not
want to do that. Fuck that, dad. I don't want to do that shit. I want to do this. What, are you
do
going to
it.
be supportive?
Always,
Okay, that's what
always.
he was asking.
Yeah, always. My parents always supported me. I always like I always look to live as an example for mine. But I always live as an example for anybody that ever follow me. It's like, yo, I'm gonna do what I feel is right.
Okay,
But when it comes to telling and teaching somebody, come through. I'm always available for stewardship.
okay.
Stewardship is my watchword.
Yeah. Now
Right?
my
We
next
talking NCO Cree right now.
okay, my next question
Right.
though. So now you build a seed for your child. You do also you do a lot,
Yeah.
and then they turn it down. They don't want that. How do you feel? How do you take that?
Same way.
What do
It's
you
up
mean?
to them. It's like, yo, when it comes to children, you never know what they want to do.
Facts.
You just make the shit pretty, you put a bow on it. But at the end of the day, like to me, my son is my son. That's why like my son, he get cuts when he needs them. He just like me. You know what I mean? And like I do shit with my son, people be like, "Yo, you're wild. You shouldn't do that shit with a kid or whatever." I just do that shit. Like me and my son, like I touch tongues with my son. That's how I get heavy with mine.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't.
People be
You going? Yeah, you going way
I don't
into.
know.
nah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
just a
fact,
simple
son.
question.
Like I'm not ashamed of that shit.
I
So
don't know what that means.
yeah, and
Whatever.
Cameron will know.
Yeah. How
So
about you, Mo? If you had a son like and you planted a foundation, and then you like, yo, I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for my kids. I want them to grow this. I want them to make it do that. How would you feel if they was like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to do that shit.
It wouldn't bother me.
Wouldn't bother you?
So no, because at the end of the day, like if I build something, then I can build something in hopes that would I like my child to take over?
Definitely.
Yeah, the reason why is because I'd like to be able to show him how to do what it is that I know how to do.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I'm going to I will be around for support, but I won't hover.
Yeah.
And when he fails, um I'm going to let him make his own decision
Yeah.
on how to fix that problem. Now if he comes to me for help, I'll absolutely help him. But if he if he doesn't want to do that, if he wants to do something else, let's say that I saved a bunch of money from whatever it is that I built just for him or her.
Yeah.
Now, we would have a conversation, but my conversation would be this: you go to community college or go to whatever college it is that you want to go to,
Yeah.
and you're going to have to go through the student loan thing. You're going to have to go through all that. Once you go through that and you graduate, I'm paying off the rest of your student loans. You're not going to have to be burdened with paying it back the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, I don't care. I don't do the whole, oh, you have to get A's or you have to get B's.
Yeah.
You just have to graduate.
Graduate
You
and
don't know if
pass.
you- you don't know
Yeah.
if you
I'm on that too.
Nah, you don't know if
I-
you do that.
What do you mean? I don't know if I do that.
Nobody
I know-
knows if they do that, bro.
He just
Nah,
he just asked me a
No, but
question
that's
on
what- that's
this
how
is
he
based,
feels,
This
you
is
know?
based off of
How he feels.
off
yeah,
of what I how do you know? How does Myles know?
I'm just telling you, you don't know if
You
you
just
do
talking
that.
Well,
about me.
you're just talking a bunch of words.
Mm,
I don't get it.
no, you're right. Hey, shit.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so that leads me to another question. So now you set this foundation,
Right.
you got it in place.
Okay.
I'm about to talk heavy. Now your kid is a fuck up.
If my
Let's say I don't even want to talk about nobody's kids like that, but just say like they on some shit that you don't accept, and then
Yeah.
they needy and asking for money over and over and over, and you got this business, you set yourself up.
what do you mean? No,
You're super. You want me to talk? Okay.
Yeah, talk heavy.
So
yeah.
they on drugs. They on drugs. Let's say that they on drugs, and they always coming back and forth and trying to get something from you. As a parent, I know you're not a parent yet, but as a parent, you could think about it. You know, it might be the right the wrong answer, but just what you think right now. As a parent, what would you think you would do?
I would give him one shot, and what that is if he gets hooked on drugs, right, or something, or she gets hooked on drugs, then they have one shot to go to rehab or and fix all that stuff. Now, if they go to rehab and then they relapse somehow, then I'm not gonna come back and I'm not gonna pay for anything. I'm not paying for anything. Not doing it.
You say one shot though, like
Yeah. They get one shot. That's it.
damn. What if you had one shot? When you on the second? one?
Exactly, motherfucker.
Nah, yeah, like
Because we
it's
all
hard.
in order for you, you're an adult at this point, and you have to cut the umbilical cord at some point,
You do,
right?
Mo.
So
Well,
so
we're
with that,
privileged.
so with that, I'm sorry, what?
Mo, you grew up privileged.
No, I
and you
didn't.
Yeah,
No,
acting
no.
like you didn't grow up
No,
privileged.
Let me give you an
no,
example. Let me give you an example.
Why would you say I grew up privileged?
Because
Lem-
yo, bro, it's only one.
Because you grew up in Albany.
Yeah, nah, I ain't grew up in Albany,
was
but
joking,
like
that was
the
a joke,
way
that was
for him to know that, like for him to say that, like yo, they only get one shot.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, like you never like really deal with somebody that had an addiction problem in your life, bro.
And it's not even an addiction. It's just it could be other things. So like, okay, so my mom said, "Yo, listen, I got you. My mom and dad, I got you for life. Whatever. Just don't mess up. You do anything bad, I'm cutting you off."
I got that same
Me,
thought.
Wait,
yeah, me. No, no,
wait.
no, no. Let me finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so me and you go out. You rob somebody. I'm with you. We both get locked up.
Mm.
Oh, I'm done now. I'm cut off. I got 100,000 in the bank waiting for me, but because I did that one thing, I'm cut off, and that wasn't even my fault. You know what I mean?
It's your fault.
It's my fault because I was hanging with him.
So-
And he told me not
It's
to
a
hang with
whole
him.
fact. It's a whole
So-
fact. On some parent, on some parental
I'm
shit, like
comparing that. I'm comparing
let me
that to-
fuck it up.
let-
Yeah.
let me get this.
Mhm.
Let me set this up. So I'm comparing that to drugs because you know how many people that take drugs and they don't want to take it, they don't even know they taking it like that.
Yeah,
And that
that's what I'm
happens to a lot of
saying.
people, and then that fucks them up. They get addicted to it, which I feel bad for. But
Yo,
yeah.
Mo's getting killed in the comments.
No, I'm not.
No,
No,
I'm
I'm not
not.
trying to. Nobody's trying
Yo,
to kill.
friend said
Nobody's trying
no.
to kill.
Friend said no
Nobody trying
second
to kill.
chance, Mo. And James said, "I'll never give up on my kids." It said
Nah,
make it seem like Mo
no,
be giving
well,
up
no,
on
but
bros.
listen. Mo don't have no kids. Let me. Mo doesn't have kids.
That's what I'm saying.
So
It's funny.
nah, but I said what you think you would do. Remember, go back to it
Right.
because he don't know what he would do if
Right,
he has
yeah,
a
yeah.
kid.
Yeah,
So I
for
said,
sure.
what do you think you would do? Because that love is a different type of love. It's the love you probably never had for nobody in
No,
life.
for
if
sure.
you have
Yeah.
a kid.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even your mother, father, whatever. That's you the sole protector.
Shit
So
different.
that's what I said. What do you think you would do? Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's no wrong or right answer. So I don't know who's doing whatever in the comments. That's what he thinks right now. That's what he thinks. He
No,
doesn't know.
of course, and that's not what I'm saying. And I think that like this conversation might have got misconstrued to what it is. It's just like when it came down to, it's like, yo, I'll ask you guys real shit. Like, do y'all guys feel like there's any teachers of different ethnicities or races that you took advantage of?
Okay, you just switched back to the other
So why are we switching it back?
yeah.
Oh wait, no. So go ahead. My fault. I'm sorry. My fault. That's
All
Myles.
right, Mo, how you feel? What I said,
Brookie said,
if you remember, because kind of threw us off.
Like I said,
"Yeah,
I
Brooks."
I would say they get one shot with me, and I'm like that's
That's how you
always,
feel right now. Okay.
that's always how I've been. Now, with that said, I don't have any kids,
Yeah.
so
I said that.
so
Yeah,
I
so
so
what do you
I
think?
I understand that I'm at a disadvantage because I don't have any kids,
No, sir, you're
but
not. I'm saying
but
asking you
at
what you
the
think.
but
I
at
didn't
the
ask you
same
what would
time,
you do. I said what you think you
yeah,
would do.
I would definitely give them that one shot. And if they relapse, I'm not gonna keep I'm not gonna keep putting myself through that. When they're going through whatever with drugs and stuff, I never taught them to take drugs. I don't take drugs.
So heavy,
So
Mo. So
so
heavy.
so no, like I'm not gonna sit
He
and
said, "Fuck them kids."
No,
no, but you know what? This is coming from the same person who
I feel
who
you. I feel you.
who
I'm on
won't.
your side.
Yeah, this is coming from the same person that you wouldn't leave your kids money like that.
That's a whole fact.
Yeah, you wouldn't leave your kids money like that. And
Yes.
just a few minutes ago, you said you're the type of person who wants to let your kid fall. So
Yes.
is that not letting your kid fall to get back up?
Talk heavy, Mo. Yes.
Exactly. So what are you saying? I'm getting killed in the comments,
No, you get
but
killed in the
listen,
comments because
but
it's
but
being
listen,
told like
I'm
how I'm
not.
saying it.
But anyone can think what they want to think.
Of
I
course.
really don't care.
I got it.
Because no, I know you got it, but I'm just letting you know that
Okay.
I don't
talk
care.
heavy. Talk heavy.
So,
All right, so
so,
so
so,
so
so what?
So
Yo, so what I'm trying to tell you, and I don't have a
So,
camera on me,
so
but what I'm trying to tell you is like, yo, bro, you, it's funny because like you'll never understand until you have it. But let's do this, right? So this is a total hypothetical situation, right?
Okay.
All right. You like there's like a big war, right?
Mhm.
And you have to go. We're all soldiers, right? And yo, you're having a kid, right? And or you have a kid. Your kid's 5, right? This is in the future. Like how many you got? Like 5 more years left, right? So 5 years, right? So you come back. Your son, he understands like how to dribble with his right, with his left, right? But you didn't teach him that. So you and your lady, y'all might be having like a little problem, but like yo, she's seen Jody,
so
right?
Yeezy taught me.
Yeah, yeah, right. So she seen Jody, she seen Yeezy, she seen whoever she seen. So now that man's raising your son.
Okay.
Now,
Shout out to Envy.
so uh, how do you approach that man, or do you approach that man? Because he did everything he had to do. Your shorty didn't tell him about you. She thought she was going to die.
Okay.
Now you there,
That's crazy.
and now you came home, and then damn, the whole son you've been raising, he's been raising, and he's calling him Pa. And he calls you daddy still, because he understands you as daddy, but he calls him Pa.
Shout out to Pa. I love you.
So what happens? What happens in your life?
It's crazy.
I mean, I would definitely be disappointed
At who?
at whoever I was with.
The lady,
not
right?
not the guy.
Oh yeah, okay.
I would never get disappointed with him because first off, he didn't know anything.
Mm.
She knew,
Mm-hmm.
and if she truly thought that I was gonna die,
Mm-hmm.
there's ways of trying to find out. There's you know, family programs and things like that. You can reach out to people in the
Mm-hmm.
military. You can
Military
Right.
one
you
source.
know
Mm-hmm.
yeah, military one source.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but there's ways of finding out. Now, if she was just trying to be out there and do what she was doing,
Hoeing and going.
exactly.
He said,
You
"Open the
know,
door."
just you know,
Beats for the streets.
if that-
What we talking
so
about?
if that if that's what she was doing, then either which way, I can't get mad at this man. I can't.
You're
I can't
lying,
get.
Mo. Come
I
on,
can't.
man.
No, I'm
You
not.
came
No, I'm.
home.
Bro,
you
no,
see,
I'm.
You
No,
see
I'm
the
not.
handyman drilling. You not. You
No,
not. You not telling him at all.
no,
You see
I'm
him
not.
drilling. You. What we doing?
No, because he didn't know about me. How am I gonna get mad at
How
somebody
you
that
know he don't
how-
know about you?
he just said it?
I said no. Nah, he said it. Fuck that. Fuck what he said. You come home. You see him playing handyman drilling. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You not getting mad at him. You just gonna watch. You gonna be like, oh nah, fuck. What do you mean? You check everybody, nigga. Check me. Fuck you mean?
What am I gonna do? Fight a man
I
while
don't
he's
know.
naked?
Nah, OJ Simpson.
Fight a man while he's naked?
Shout out to OJ Simpson.
I'm not fighting a man while he's naked, or if he has
Shout out
poo
to
on
OJ
him.
Simpson.
If he has poo on him, I'm not fighting him.
Shout out to OJ Simpson again.
Hold on. What's the craziest? Yeah, we way over, but what's the
Nah,
craziest?
we ain't way over.
Yeah,
We've
we are.
been doing an hour and a half.
Yo, what's
Let's
the
keep going.
craziest naked situation you've been in?
Oh man, we talking about this. I don't.
Yo,
I
I'm
gotta
not.
think about
Yeah,
this.
I'm not gonna get into that.
I don't care, but I mean, I don't. I gotta.
I'm getting into it.
You can get into it.
Yeah,
I'm
tell
not getting
me.
into that.
I don't know.
Nah, and you know. You know what I mean? You know mine. But
Yeah,
I
talk
can
it.
say it.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I can say it. Hold on. And I'm gonna talk.
I can tell you about other people's shit.
Nah, I'm gonna talk. Yeah, all right, whatever. I'm gonna talk about my shit. Play myself. Hold on.
Make myself sure.
Nah. I'm gonna talk about my shit. Hold on. Let me see if I can put this camera back on the kid. Oh, that's on you, Ant. Hold on. So this is Ant. I got Ant camera back. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put him on.
Thank you.
I'm
God
gonna
damn
put
it.
him on high.
Shit died twice.
And I'm gonna tell you, yeah, you should die twice, but I'm gonna put him on this shit, right? I should die 3 times. So let me tell you this shit about the kid. About like
It got nothing to do with me.
no, I don't know you, but you know, he was there, nigga. Like,
See?
I mean, I don't know, like, yeah, whatever.
I was there.
All right, so I'm just gonna talk about.
It's all good.
All right, then I'm gonna fix my camera. So shit, crazy. Like, all right, so
Talk heavy. Talk heavy.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the
Anything.
first situation.
Anything. Everything.
Damn, hold on,
Yeah, it's like that.
I'm trying to remember. There's a couple of joints.
Oh,
So
damn. You put it out there.
the joint was like, yo,
Which one?
I
Say your
remember,
name.
huh?
Which one? Say your name.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm just joking.
So it's
Okay.
one I can say their name, but it's like,
Nah, don't do that.
yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So
We don't
it's
got.
like,
We don't got to do
the
that.
other joint I ain't gonna do it. Like, so it was like one time, yo, I shot the homie out though. Yo, me and my man Greg.
Shout out Greg. I remember Greg.
Yeah,
Light-skinned
yeah,
Greg.
it's my son.
Tall
Like, yo,
nigga.
me and Greg, we was on the 2-man. Shout out to the motherfuckers in the TikTok with the 2-man shit. Like, yo, we in the 2-man. So me and him was on the 2-man.
Hosey was this?
Nah, it was me and Greg.
Shout out to
2-man.
Hosey too.
No, son. Me and Greg, 2-man. Right? So we was on the 2-man. Right? You trying to shot Hosey out.
You
So
said
Hosey-
too bad.
Nah, I fuck with Hosey.
Y'all, one,
Like,
two,
that's my
three,
brother.
that's three.
All right, and tell my story, son.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
All right, yeah, so,
It's a joke.
yo, me and Greg was on the 2-man. Right?
This is 2-man me because like, people don't know the 2-man me.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay.
Let me tell my story, son. So, like, me and Greg was on the 2-man. And then, and then, like, and then Shorty Pops came on.
Shout out to a pop.
Nah, not shout out to her Pops, son. Yo,
fucked
Mo knew what I was talking about from the get. So we was yo, at this time, me and Greg was private houses. We was private house. Shorty lived in the projects,
Oh man.
right?
Shout out to the project.
Where we was at. So boom, we get there, 2-man, start off in the same room type shit. You know how the 2-man goes, son. Shorty Pops
I don't know
first
what you
caught the first late shift.
You said Frank?
This is high school, huh?
You said who?
Nah, son, why you just trying to give names, my boy? Don't do that, son.
I was joking.
So we was in the 2-man. Me and Greg was in the 2-man only, right? Shorty Pops came home.
Thurman.
Shamika. I'm gonna say that
No,
shit, right?
no, I say it.
I'm doing it because you keep distracting me. I'm trying to remember my story. So we was on the 2-man,
Distracted him.
and then bing bong. Shorty Pops come home. Son,
He was tight.
he was tight. He heard what time it was, but he was
Heard
so
what time was?
he heard what time it was, but he was twisted. He did like, like when you so. I mean, I don't know if you probably don't know this shit, but like when you so twisted where you just trust your kids, like
She got this.
yeah, she was like,
got
yo,
those dicks.
no, she was like,
She said.
she was like, Daddy, what? And like she shocked him. Like, I'm in the closet. But her shit might not have been there. He bust in the room.
Mm.
I'm butt ass in the closet. Bottoms off. Just bottoms off. Bottoms off. My son is in another. Greg,
Yeah, I was in the same.
love you,
class.
bro. He in the other room.
Got in the same closet. Stop playing.
Nah, he shook. But like on some shit. Like we was brothers. Like we damn near. We lived in the same house. I lived with him for a minute.
Yeah.
He fucking this motherfucker runs down the stairs, feet crazy,
Butt naked.
but basically, and then made it hot. So now
Wildin'.
he was in the parents' bedroom. I was in Mika. I mean, it's so many Mikas in Massachusetts. Y'all guess it. Whatever. I don't give a
Shout out
fuck.
to Mika.
So I was in
There's a
Mika.
lot of Mikas in the project.
I was in Mika room. What my son do? What all niggas that love me? What they do? Brothers. Come to the window like, yo, Myles, let's go.
They got us.
Yo, he had the
Caught us.
window with it. I'm like, fuck. I'm about to put this. I'm looking for pants, like sweatpants or whatever. I can just throw it through. Cause I seen the pop. I was like, yo, I could push him. You know how like when I was like, I could push him.
Take that.
And then like in the hood, like, cause I lived in the same joint.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I could just push him so he don't get hurt. Cause I know he was twisted already. I could push him when he don't get hurt. Flip down the whole stairs, go out and meet my man. But I feel like, I thought that Greg knew his position. Like, cause why would the fuck would he say this shit? Like, I'm still in the crib if he already bounced out. Cause like, I'm like, yo, he could have been the only dude in the crib. Like, why he can't leave it like that?
Yeah.
He like, Myles, let's go.
Dry snitch, pretty much. But yeah.
Yo, son, but that's what it was. I put her shit on. 2 words. I'm going. I don't know.
Like Biggie.
Yeah, word. And it was over after that.
I mean,
I feel like that was heavy on my part, but
that was heavy.
and I know and I heard better stories from you, but
no, I don't got no stories tonight.
he said
pretty much,
he
forgot
said
about
Fresh had a
all
lot
of
of niggas in the project. That's the whole fact.
No, but yeah, damn.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of situations where I was in a situation that I got the situation because I was blessed, you know.
Well, and God damn it, say some shit, motherfucker, because I don't understand what the
You
hell
want a
that
story?
means.
I feel like Mo got a story, but he wants.
Nah, I want.
Mine isn't gonna be about me.
Okay,
I do have a story.
Okay, I got a story. Okay.
Just
It's
go,
not-
Mo.
I don't think it's as funny as because that shit was funny. As soon as he jumped out of the gate.
All right, let me tell a story.
Please, Ant.
But nah, one of my peoples. It wasn't MB, but one of my peoples. He met this girl, whatever, and then he went to her house. Mind you, I don't got a lot of those stories because I don't like going to people's house like that, and I don't like when situations. I'd rather be able to control the situation. So this is definitely a story not about me. Facts. One of my peoples though. He went to this girl's house, chilling. They did whatever they did. Then they hear like keys and shit, and the door opening up. Dude comes in like, yo, what the fuck again? He said again. Again, you hear that? Again. So this is not the first time this happened. So this nigga, oh, yo, my bag, I didn't even know. Shorty ain't telling me. Woo, woo. Put his clothes on. Leaves. Nigga left his phone.
Oh.
You gotta go back to that shit. But mind you, when he left, this nigga's beating the shit out of this chick. Yeah, this ain't MB. MB can't see shit like that, but this ain't MB. But niggas beating the shit out of this chick, and he had to go back. But and the nigga was like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. I know it's not you. This bitch is before, blah blah. Get the fuck out of here." Nigga left his phone.
I just want my phone.
And came back like, I'm bad, bro. I need my phone. And that was crazy to me. That's a crazy
Did
story.
he get his phone back?
Definitely got his phone back. But yeah, that nigga was like about to get back on him. Like, you wildin', dude. Like, why the fuck would you come back? Fuck you and your phone.
I'm not thrilled by that story, but
How you not?
I'm
It's
not
better than yours.
Listen,
but-
I'm not gonna tell any stories.
nah, just
Nah,
tell a story.
Tell a story.
I can't.
You said you
really-
were gonna tell somebody else's story.
It's not really as funny. So I'll just.
You
tell
feel like my story was
I'll
my story was funny?
Your story was funny as hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like that shit was like a real fucking situation, bro.
Well, it was just when you
Oh.
started talking about, I knew where it was going. As soon as he started talking about it, that's why I started laughing. And he said Pops came home, and he said
Oh,
it was
son.
a
was
two
shook.
people in a joint.
I was.
Oh, y'all want to talk about some funny shit though?
That's what Mo was saying. Like
That's why I started
get it.
laughing.
Yeah.
That because I knew where it was going. I knew where it was going. I was like,
You want to talk real? Let's talk heavy. Let's talk heavy real quick.
Yeah, let's talk heavy.
Okay, me and Mitch. Shout out to Mitch.
Word. That's what I'm talking
Oh
about. This is
shit,
what I
here we
want to hear.
go. Damn. So we leave the Bronx,
God damn it.
go to the Queens on the bus. This is
Mm.
before MB was driving. MB was driving at 16. I'm probably like 14, 15 at this point. Whatever.
Your friend said, "Who cares?"
Yeah, nigga, I'm
Right.
telling you, nigga. You know what I'm talking about too, nigga. Shut up. Anyway, so we go to Queens. Fucking, we chilling in the park. It's me, Mitch, this girl and her cousin.
June wasn't there.
Starting to get dark.
Yeah, go ahead.
Starting to get crazy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Dang, June wasn't
And
there.
we start smashing in the park.
Mm.
This is real shit. This is real NB stories. So we started smashing in the parks. We both smashed both of them. Whatever. First day, whatever. First day, like hanging out and chilling.
Hey, well, some Marcellus.
All that
Go
shit.
ahead.
Whatever. Everything got crazy. I grew up young. I grew up fast. Whatever. So as we're leaving, a car pulls up. Her pops.
I know you heard.
He pulled up like he was the police on us. Big stocky dude. Oh, what you doing? What you? I'm like, what the fuck?
The fuck I look like I'm doing, nigga? I'm fucking your daughter. Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, yo, listen, I just met her. Like, I don't know it like that. Whatever. Shit got crazy, and then he
Fix
just
your
took his
house.
daughter and left. That shit was crazy though. Like, imagine you in the street.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh my god.
Like, yo, he could have got arrested for doing that. That was crazy. He was
yeah,
bugging.
should have got arrested.
Yeah, but that was a crazy moment. That's one crazy story.
Mo,
How are we gonna end the show?
they're asking for you to hit us with a banger, son. Like,
Oh, they looking for Mo.
yeah, like they're
Mo?
like, yo, Mo didn't give us no story.
They looking for
with
Mo
that
the
shit.
hoe.
And
They
Mo-
not looking for the regular Mo right now. They looking for Mo the hoe.
Oh, and said it, Mo the hoe. Hey,
Say I gotta.
nah,
I'm
Mo,
tryna-
tell us the whole story.
Come on,
No.
cause you was a hoe.
No.
Hey, but
I
I
know
feel
that
like
you heard that song once back then ago. I was a hoe. You heard that?
everybody. I feel like everybody had a whole phase.
Yeah, you was a hoe. You look like a hoe.
You said you was a hoe.
You like Santa Claus.
Listen.
Santa Claus.
I'm gonna respectfully decline.
Come on, man. All
No.
that shit was. Listen,
Listen.
anybody get upset about that shit? That shit is back in the days.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That
Yeah, Mo,
it
everybody
is
had their
what it
whole
is.
phase.
You live through experiences.
Well, fuck
you
it.
become who you are after experiencing what you did. So, yo, whoever gets upset, sorry.
Yo, hold
don't
on.
get
Brooke
upset.
says Miles always bring the topic down.
Miles always bring the hoe out
Talk
of
heavy,
Mo.
Brooke.
She wants to say Miles always bring the hoe out of Mo.
Nah. She said Miles always bring the topic down. And Friends
That's a
Claude
joke.
says, Mo, you gotta end off with a banger.
Talk
What?
heavy.
Brooke, I want Brooke
Talk
to talk
heavy.
heavy.
Talk heavy.
but
Talk
then
heavy.
I feel like Friends talked heavy. Claude talked heavy. But I feel like maybe I'll let it I'll let my guys down.
But you know what? If respectfully, if you don't wanna mention it, then it's fine.
Word. Who
But
cares?
I feel like I
yeah,
said what I said.
next show. Yeah, like next show with it. Like gave you guys an hour and 30 minutes. But
No,
Miles always brings the
still
topic
got four.
down.
We still got more minutes.
I'll wait to see what Brooke has to say about me bringing the show down.
We have more things in
And
the
then-
comments besides that too.
No, those are the last two. So I'll give you the last 10. I'm okay without a naked Miles story.
Who said that?
Alright,
Brooke?
okay,
This
let's.
is Brooke.
Okay.
Are
you gonna comment or no?
Right? No, he's not.
All right, so let me.
Why
let me
would
do,
he
let me do
comment?
this. Let me do this. Let me do
Alright.
this. Okay.
James goes fire.
Say you stuck on an island
Mm-hmm.
with your significant other or whoever the fuck you decide to be on the island.
Never bitch. Yeah. let's
Other
let's
bitch,
just call
another
her never
bitch,
bitch.
whatever.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah.
Can you survive a year without a cell phone, internet, nothing, just you and her? You're fed well. You could do everything you want to do, but everything is just you and her. You no contact to nobody.
I could survive.
Just you.
I could definitely survive.
I could
bro.
survive. It's
Okay,
just
you can survive, but
Yeah.
would you
How
do that?
convenient would it be?
Hmm?
You like, yeah, dude.
Would you be able to do that? You could survive.
Oh yeah,
I think yeah, you
survival?
could survive. Yeah, you'd be in
Like,
survival mode
Sanity?
if you have to. But would you place yourself in that position?
Never.
Or
Never.
okay, never, right?
Never.
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 Okay, now if I put a dollar amount to it, then what? What
no,
we talking
No.
no,
No.
Bro, no.
So I'll give you $20 million.
no.
20 million, I'm doing it. Yeah.
I'm not doing
But
it
no,
You're
it
not
depends on
doing it?
how long. Depends on how long.
A year. I just
for,
said a year.
for a year.
Nah.
You're
Ain't
not
worth
doing
it.
it for
Like,
a year.
yo, it's crazy. Like, nah. Like, no, no.
No,
20 million? I'm doing that.
20
Yeah, I'm
million,
doing it.
yeah.
I'm doing
I
it.
would have
Okay.
to.
Okay. See,
Wildin'.
I was thinking about what you were about to say, because
Yeah.
in a whole year you can miss a whole lot of shit. That's like being locked up for a year, pretty much. But it's a good lockup.
Yeah, 20.
But you could miss.
Looking forward to 20 million. That's one. But like just to do it.
That ain't just to do it. I'm saying 20 million.
No, I know. No, I was saying for 20 million I
Okay.
can do it, but to do it
just to do it
just for
like
bragging rights, no,
no. Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
no.
So 20 million, right?
I mean, like, 20 million, yeah, that's
Yeah.
easy.
20 million is easy.
20
20
million.
million is nothing.
Yeah,
20
20
million, yeah,
I
I'm
would do it.
doing that.
I would do it
doing
for
that.
20.
You do it,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So now check this out. You was about to go there, but you didn't go there. So I'm gonna go there for you.
Yeah, I know what
You
you're about to
said-
say.
You're gonna miss a lot of shit, and
Hmm.
because like I said, it's you and your significant other. You have a child.
Yeah.
Max not there.
For a year, yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's just like being
okay,
deployed.
okay. But you have no, it's not. Listen, you have family members.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid, some gonna die. You missing all that. You missing everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you still would do it?
Yeah. Easy.
But if I said 5 million,
Yeah, I'm still doing it. I think my threshold with that is 400,000.
what about you, Mo?
399,000.
How about you, say Mo? Like he says, I don't know.
What say you, Mo?
What you say, Mo? Yeah, that bullshit he said. But yeah,
Yeah. It's like easy work.
For 5 mil.
you would do it.
You
Come on,
already
cut it.
you already offered 20 mil.
He
Listen,
said,
no, no.
he said
It's
who
hard to-
A and
you
B
gotta
talking
erase- you
to?
gotta erase that.
It's hard to erase it.
You would do 5 mil. You would do 100. You would do 1 mil.
It's
Yeah.
hard,
Do 1
it's
mil.
hard to.
I would do 1 mil. You never made 1 mil in a year?
Oh,
I never
nah,
did.
I
Most
never
people,
did.
Most people don't make 1 mil in a
In a lifetime. That's what I'm saying. No, in a lifetime.
did.
well, in a
I
lifetime.
mean, most people. I did.
Yeah, most people do.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I made way more than that.
I
Before
would-
40. Yeah.
Facts. That's
I
a
would-
whole fact.
So I would do it for 5, but for one, I'd have.
100,000?
But for one, I would have to think about it.
I'll do it for one.
I would have to think about it.
Anything
Well,
I
you
never
do it for
had,
one.
I'll do it for.
Mo, you do it for 1.
I definitely think about it though. I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but I'm not saying that I would.
So, but how hard would it be to go over your body count with your current shorty? Like, if you had to do that, like, even if you didn't know your whole body count, like, how hard
Wait,
would it
wait,
be?
I feel like we did this already. We did this already.
Let me put a
But-
twist on this. Let me put a twist on this, right? Now,
This already.
You can do
Remember
this.
when we had to wear the body count?
No, that's different. That's
But-
like
but let
the
me put a
shit.
twist
Like,
on it,
to
right?
go over it with them.
if you're married,
Mm.
you got a girl, I got a girl.
Yeah.
So if you had to stay on the island
Shout out to my girl.
with
Love you, baby.
another female
For a year?
for a year
French said, "I always need more."
for,
he said,
for a mil,
"My fault, French. My fault."
I mean, I doubt if she would be okay with that because I
Sure.
wouldn't be okay with that. But if she was okay with that, then yeah, I would. But I doubt if she'd be okay with that because me and her like so much alike. It's like nah, nigga.
Here
She
we
sound like
go
an ant.
again, Miles.
So how about you?
I couldn't
Why not? You
because
couldn't or you
it's not
wouldn't
so.
or you
No,
shouldn't.
no, no.
What's
No,
up?
I'm trying to answer. I'm trying to answer.
Wouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't.
And I could I
I'm not
could.
cutting anyone off.
No, I
No,
don't.
I'm
I
talking
don't
about
cut you off, but I do ad lib and I
Yeah.
also say stuff like
Yes.
I give you a chance.
So
I'm
Different.
I'll tell you.
I couldn't because I don't want to hear all the questions when I get back.
Why? Okay, why you shouldn't though?
You shouldn't because if you're in a relationship and you go away,
Motherfucker.
You asked me the question,
If
nigga.
you-
But okay,
but
why wouldn't you though?
why
Mm.
wouldn't I?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't because I wouldn't want to put that strain on. Again, it's the same answer as the first one. I wouldn't want to put that strain on the relationship where it's now always in question.
Okay.
It's kind of like that movie with Demi Moore and I forget who it was, and
Miles Beecham.
Wood,
Miles Beecham.
Woody
And
Har-
B too.
Woody Woody Harrelson. Yeah, when she had to spend one night with this dude,
I remember that. Yeah, I
yeah.
remember
and
that.
then all of
Yeah.
a sudden it put a strain on the relationship.
Definitely.
I couldn't do that because I already know.
Okay.
s- it-
Okay. So let me ask you a question right now. I'm gonna talk heavy.
Mm.
Okay. So strain a relationship, right?
Mhm.
You wouldn't put in a strain relationship.
No.
What if you were struggling with your lady, and this was an opportunity for you guys to be up and all the way up? You know, like Fat Joe and
It would be
Ray Moss
it would be a conversation.
conversation. Okay. And if
She
she was
would-
okay with it, then you
if she
okay with
was-
it?
If she was comfortable with it, then I would make sure that she's comfortable with it.
Then you a hoe.
How?
So yeah, I could pay you.
Yeah.
How?
No. It's not.
Nah.
It's not necessary because we didn't say.
No one said anything
Nobody
about
said
anything
no. It's
happening
sexual
or
intercourse. They just spent the
I ain't finish your
spent the whole
bullshit.
year
nigga. And finish your
together on
bullshit.
an island
son.
that they're together
Listen,
by themselves.
Listen, just because you can't do something doesn't mean that somebody else can't.
You're wildin'. I'm
don't-
going
I
off
don't-
based off
yeah.
Ant's perspective
I don't
on
know.
that whole
I'm
shit.
just thinking because you said you wouldn't, you couldn't. You couldn't.
Yeah.
But
And
no,
you was
no,
like,
no,
yo,
I'm not-
based
I'm not
on what
coming
the
at you.
fuck she
I'm not
want,
coming at you based off what she want.
that's a hoe.
We was at a 1 million.
No, it's not.
He could be
Okay.
expensive, ho. It's a lot of expensive hoes out here.
It's a hoe though.
Seriously, it's
A
lot of
hoe is a
expensive
hoe is a hoe.
hoes. Nah,
A hoe is a hoe is a handshake.
It's the difference between a $5 hoe and a $5 million hoe.
Mm.
Let me talk real like that. Seriously.
Alright, then. 'Cause
Nah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You saying
you get what Mo's saying, or you get what I'm saying.
I get what both of you saying, but I was talking to Mo
Oh,
because
Brooks, yo,
But-
Brooks said I'm perverted. I don't know how. She said, "Let's talk heavy." Miles is perverted. Let's put that on the
Yeah.
screen.
but
Like that.
okay, so I said 1 million at that time. You was like,
Yeah.
okay, what if I said 5 million? No,
The
forget it.
same
What if I
shit.
said 100 million? Fuck 1 million, 100 million. You still thinking about what whoever you with at the time is thinking, or you thinking about what you thinking and you trying to take care of your family, or and you said that y'all could be going through stuff. So I said, yeah, you going through stuff right now.
We'd have to have a conversation.
Still with 100 million is a conversation? Ain't no
100 million ain't no
conversation.
Ain't
conversation.
no conversation. Listen, we
Conversation,
doing this,
bro.
we doing that. Maybe when I come
Yo,
back,
I'm saying,
I got you.
how of 1
Ain't
million?
no fucking conversation.
Hold on, bro. How of 1 million? It depends what she think, but it's 100 million. It's a conversation.
Nah, ain't
Dude,
no
that's
some-
some
ain't
other shit right
same
there,
thing.
pop.
ain't no
It's the same
conversation.
thing.
Nobody's coming at you either.
Over 100 million?
Okay,
Same
me,
thing.
baby, I'm sorry, but 100 million
You
ain't
think
no
that though?
conversation.
100 million ain't no conversation.
Baby, I'm
Conversation, bro.
coming back to you. I'm not gonna try to.
Yeah, word.
Come
Some
back to
life
you.
saving shit and
And
shit.
we lit. The whole family lit. I'm trying to take care of the whole family.
Friend said
My
he.
family, your
Friend
family?
said. Close said he lying.
Who?
No,
me?
not.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh.
Mo.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that sound
not
like you
lying.
lying. It do sound like you lying, Mo.
Yeah,
Maybe you have
facts.
to solidify yourself.
If I threw it like that, you'd be like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, if the shit was on the couch.
Yeah.
You know, some other shit.
Like Takashi did.
Yo, it's still a conversation, bro.
You think
Yeah, it's
so?
a conversation. Yeah, the conversation is gonna be like, okay, baby, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Ain't no conversation where.
Conversation.
So Brooke says.
He's right. Okay, it's a
And so she goes, if you're in a relationship with someone that is your family,
What?
What? That's some.
I get that. No, she's saying like that. That's your family. Like if you're in a relationship, that's your family. Like I read it wrong. She's saying like, yo, if you're in a relationship with someone, that's your family. But I get it. And what I'll say to that, Brooke, is like Ant is not talking about betrayal. He's talking about like
Yeah.
he's talking about like, yo, if I gotta get this bag. So like if
For us.
I'm married, right?
Us.
But if my wife was like, yo, you're not gonna do that, it's 100 million. I'm like, what? I'm gonna get forgiveness before we
But
talk
mind you
about.
said that we struggling.
Yeah,
So,
we.
mind you,
He said we.
forget-
Yeah,
forget
and said
about
we
that.
struggling.
Forget
So
about
we
that.
struggling.
You gotta remind us.
It's like, what are we talking about here?
So
Go ahead, Mo.
what I'm saying is,
Mm.
when you're in a relationship,
Talk heavy. Talk heavy.
doesn't matter what the price is, doesn't matter how much money is on the table.
Mhm.
It's always gonna be a, are you comfortable with this? That's, you always want to make sure that the other person is comfortable, because if they're not comfortable with it, then you can try to make your point, and you
You're
can
not
try,
talking about
you can try
anal,
to,
Mo.
you can try no, but no one's saying that you are, but I'm just
You are right now.
explaining.
Okay.
I'm explaining my decision.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day,
Yeah, bro, you
there's
gotta.
no,
I'm feeding up the comments. I'm
as
feeding
the
up the comments.
at the end of the day, everybody looks at it like, okay, well, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Yeah, it is a lot of money. And so I could explain, hey, we're not doing the best right now.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a good thing for us. Nothing's gonna happen, but try to make her understand. But I'm not just gonna up and make a decision and say you have to be okay with it.
So if I bring it to the chat, what Claude is saying is like, yo, in your own words, describe a real relationship where that would happen or that wouldn't happen.
What do you mean?
So like, okay, so is there no relationship that you have valor to where you wouldn't take 100 million versus you would take it?
I
Like
mean,
girlfriend wise or just like relationship wise? Because like to me, like that's the real thing. Is like now if you ask me about like if I like my relationship with Ant, would I risk 100,000, 100 million? I feel like Ant know what it is. Yeah, right.
Yeah, give me some of that.
Yeah, give me some of that. But
Pause. nigga.
like what he's
Like,
saying
yeah.
is like no. But what he's saying is like yo, when it comes to like a female, like
I think I know what he's trying to say.
yeah, please.
I feel like relationships.
He said
Some of them-
relationship is exposure. Hold on.
Yeah,
Brooke said some
on
long
some-
shit.
on some
I'm
real
gonna read
shit.
it. Yeah.
Some of them last, some of them don't. So you gonna give $100,000 for? I mean, $100 million for something that you're not really sure about. Like some of them last. Like I mean, and some of them don't. Seriously, let's be for real.
Facts.
How many relationships I've been in? How many relationships you've been in? How many relationships you've been in? Think about it.
That's worth 100
So-
million.
Nigga, none.
None. With a straight face. Nigga got a straight face. Look down him like, yo, none, son. That's a whole fact. None in my whole life.
however,
None. But you know
How-
what? And that listen, that got me thinking about the relationship with him now. But no, I'm talking heavy. I'm talking real. My relationship with him right now, our connection is like super serious. I never had a connection with no girl. You know,
Yeah.
I done mess with a lot of girls already. So that might be worth it for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still don't know.
I would say no.
But
So,
I feel like
I love you, Shorty.
Yeah, but let me talk.
Mhm.
But I feel like she'd be understanding because we think alike.
Right.
She's like, yo, come back with the best.
but it would be a conversation, no?
It would,
It would
but
still-
anything would be a
but
conversation.
That's what I
But
mean.
no,
is that it would be a conversation,
bro, you gave the safe shit because it has to be a conversation.
Exactly.
When you said I'm leaving, that's a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not
What you
just gonna,
mean, bro.
but I'm,
Mama
but
M's?
I'm still gonna try to plead my case and say, hey, look, we're struggling.
Yeah, but anything would
No,
be a conversation.
but it would be a
Whether
conversation.
it goes wrong or right.
I'm not
Hey,
just.
Mo capping.
What I'm saying, no, I'm not. But
Super
when,
cap. I'm calling you
but when-
Capo.
but what I'm saying is,
Cap Mo. Is that Capo? Cap Mo.
Cat Mo. Cat Mo.
Just
fuck
made
out of
that up.
here. No,
Okay.
what I'm
Yes.
saying is, I'm not gonna leave my significant other out of the loop.
No, I'm
That's
not saying
all,
you're not.
That's all I'm saying.
Nobody.
But I'm not just gonna make a decision without, without having that conversation with her.
Yeah, but bro, that wasn't the question. The question was, would you leave or would you not? I don't give a fuck about no conversation. The conversation has to be had.
I would go.
Okay, that's
I would
that's what I was asking for,
I would
bro.
go if I had the if I had
Beating
the
around the
blessing.
bush.
Like, yeah, I would go.
If you
to
had
make-
the
to make
blessing.
that-
Blessing.
Yeah.
Fuck the
100
blessing,
million?
bro. 100 million. I don't
Listen,
need no
That's who
blessing,
I'm
Pop.
with. Like, I'm not gonna just.
Nah, I
up
feel
and-
you. No, you
I won't just
loyal.
up and
Nah,
leave. You know what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
mad at that, Mo. I honestly like, yo, if that's the shit that you want, Mo,
yeah, I
I
feel you.
appreciate
Nah,
you, son,
nah,
on
I
that.
feel you, but
Yeah,
I'm not trying to
But
battle you or nothing like that. But I just feel,
I
I feel like,
I don't feel like it's real.
yeah, I wasn't
No,
talking
it's
about.
it's
Nah,
all right. It's all
it
right
could
if
be,
you
it
feel
could
like
be
it's
real.
not real.
right,
But the thing
yeah.
is
It could
that
be
there's
real
not.
though. It could
But
be
there's
real.
there's not
It
a
could
lot
be
of
real.
people. There's not a lot of people that would do that. There's not a lot of people that are like me. There's a lot of things that I do that a lot of people just don't do. So
Mm.
with that said, like I'm never gonna apologize or I'm never gonna try to make a decision based off of somebody else's.
See what Mo
So
That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
so that's just what it is.
No, I
I
respect
would
that. I
definitely.
Mo said
respect
I
that.
got wifey in the chat. Go ahead.
No, that's not even what it is.
Oh,
If she
okay.
wasn't in it, I would
No, I
still
don't
have
know.
the same feeling.
Yo, friend said Mo talking his shit. Hold on. Let's read what Brooke said. She said, a real relationship, Claude. She's talking to Claude. She said,
French.
I'm holding him.
Shout out to French.
She said, I'm holding him down. Doing what I can
Not
do
$100
for
million
him.
worth.
She
Though.
said, no, doing what I can do for him and us.
Not
Keep
$100
no
million
scores.
worth.
Oh, shit.
I'm keeping
Keep
the
no
score.
scores.
100 million.
Keep
is a
no
big score.
scores and have his back even when I disagree with him. Real relationship, respect to the utmost.
No, but you
I
answer.
love that. No, I love
no,
that.
No,
That's
ask her the question
that's
now.
her opinion, bro.
Ask her the question. Is she gonna let Mo go for the 100
She
million?
goes, Mo doesn't care about money that much, but
Is she
100
gonna let-
mil, we
she
can
gonna let
have
him
a
go?
convo. She said we can have a convo.
You're gonna have a convo, but you gonna let him go for the 100 mil? That's what I'm asking her.
She said, Frank Claudia, she said, Mo never apologize for what you do. Yeah, that's a fact though, but I ain't around that.
Wait, what happened?
He said, Mo never apologize for what you do. That's a whole fact. Son, I honestly feel like 100 million in hand and face is a different conversation.
Tax
I
free
feel
too.
like,
Tax
yeah,
free. Let me
the
let me
way
put that
I-
out there. Tax free.
The way I see it might be different than the way you might see it at the time. But I get it though. I get it from all perspective. But I think like I'm coming from from a realist standpoint, and I think that the question is posed from that. But the real question I had, and like to close this out, is like, yo, like I don't know. I don't. I feel like I don't have that question. I feel like
Yeah, you don't have that question.
Ant's question was so
All right.
it was
That was it.
paramount. Yeah. So it was it. So to close this out, last words, anyone?
Man,
Last words is
Go ahead.
I really don't think that anybody could give a straight answer until they into that position.
Of course not. Yeah.
Honestly.
But what are you talking about though?
What you say? What I'm talking
You talking about like as far as like the 100 million question?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the question.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm talking about last words as far as the whole show is concerned.
No,
I feel yeah, you're right on that though.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You let me finish. You cut
No. But yeah. Okay. You're right. My bad.
That
Sorry.
yeah, that was real. I feel like we started off a little slow. Then we picked
I'm
it
not
up.
asking you to AAR on the fucking podcast.
you asked me about
goddamn
the
it.
whole-
I'm
I
telling you,
said-
last word. Like, if you missed something, and you want to say like, "Yo, we AAR the podcast after the goddamn podcast."
Cut niggas off. 'Cause-
Yeah, I'm cutting
Yeah.
niggas off because I'm fucking ashamed about that shit.
Definitely.
Like,
No.
Last
don't worry about
words, goddamn it.
This is my last words. Can I
Yeah,
talk?
yeah,
Can
go
I get
ahead.
my last words?
Fucking with you, go ahead.
Or you want your last words?
We're all gonna do last words.
No, most they don't got no last words.
Nah,
You
Mo
know,
got last
person-
words.
always got.
It's gonna he always got last words.
Okay.
That's Mo.
I feel like it was a good conversation. One thing that we didn't mention, and we about to probably go on a little bit more.
No.
The NBA Finals. Who do you guys think that's gonna win? Oh, you don't gotta elaborate on this shit. just- Tell me who. Just give me one person.
So
One-
I
one
will
team.
give you. I have a whole
You
breakdown.
said don't elaborate on shit.
No, I have a whole breakdown. So I feel like I don't want to do this now, but I can. I have time.
Let's do it.
I'm
Then. I
retired.
got time too. I'm not retired.
No,
yet,
no.
but
Listen,
looking forward to it.
listen,
Yeah. So
listen,
let
listen.
Mo go and go ahead.
Listen, what we can do is we can just say the team that we think is gonna win,
And why?
and then next show we talk about
Okay.
We can
all
do that
right.
too. That's great.
Mhm.
it. All right. So who do I got to win? I'm thinking. I want to say that the Bucks are gonna go back to back, but I actually think this is the Suns' year.
Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
Go ahead. Ant.
I'm saying the Suns too. I think the Suns wanna get it done. There you go. You're done. That's my honest thing.
The reason I say Golden State Warriors,
The
is that-
Bucks, they barely won last year.
and
But okay.
and now I have to give perspective because I feel like the way you guys like the way we were coming out, and we're like this is an East Coast podcast. I don't want that to be like the sentiment. I feel like the East is so heavy right now.
One team,
yeah,
one
let's-
team, Miles.
No, I gave my team. I gave my team.
The Bucks.
Okay, we didn't
No,
ask you to elaborate
motherfucker.
on it. That's
My
what I'm saying.
team is
See
the
what I said?
Golden State Warriors.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a
And
Golden
we'll
State,
we'll
but
talk
yeah,
about it
all
next
right.
week.
Yeah, you just said that. What you doing, my nigga?
We'll talk about it next
You
week.
just said that. Yo, what is?
We literally just said.
Yo,
we'll
he
talk
just
about it
said
next-
that shit. Like you wildin'. Yeah, you wildin'. But okay, play my social. That's what it's all about. Play yourself. We'll see you next week.
Take
Talk heavy. Talk heavy.
All right,
over.
yo,
Good night. Good night. Thank you for tuning in.
Golden State Warriors. Remember I said that.
My
It's
real
gonna be
answer- my real
Golden
answer-
State Warriors versus the Brooklyn Nets. It got to be saga driven, guys.
That ain't happening. But my real answer would be the Knicks. I hope the Knicks.
Hold on, no. Give me your matchup.
Nah.
Give me your matchup, Mo. See, you
Bucks,
can't
Bucks.
talk heavy on shit that
We
you know.
we said we're gonna do it the
We
next
literally-
show.
Okay,
You
I don't
said
give a
that shit.
fuck about the next show. I might not be here
Oh,
next week.
shit. God damn it. Why you
Golden
talking
State,
like that?
no, talk your shit.
Mm,
Who's
no,
good?
Nobody wants to talk.
Give us the matchup. Okay, fuck yeah. All right, we out.
Bucks and the
Yeah,
Suns.
I hit him with the Venga.
Bucks and the Suns again. That's what I'm
He
saying.
said Bucks and the Suns again.
Yeah,
Yo,
facts.
Are we still on live?
No, we still alive. I'm about to close it. Love everybody.
Close it. Love,
Thank you.
love. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Love.
Hold on. I'm not ending the broadcast. Hold on. I gotta put our sleeper screen just so we can promote ads after.
Hey.
There you go. Hey.
Thanks for watching. Thanks
Give
for
it up.
watching. Play
Give it
myself
up.
show.
Play myself show. Play myself show. Play myself show. Play myself
Oh,
show.
Myles
Play
M.
myself show. Mazzy. Hey, show. Ain't shit. Yeah, nah, it got good.